Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Graph the Giraffe, joined here by my man, Call Me Brutal, as we are going right on into a match for the Click Gaming League. This is the playoffs right now that we have. It is the first round of the playoffs, the winners round, as these teams are looking to duke it out right in for that $420 championship. Absolutely incredible and brutal. I think we're just going to be hopping right on into this game. So
Let's get
I'm
right
excited to
into
get
it.
this one underway. It looks like already, we're already switching sides right in the middle round, but I believe the side, who it is Aces.
Alpha is
That
gonna
is,
be Alpha is Insanity, right? Aces is Insanity. Okay, yeah, gotta switch up, A little bit of S&D action as we see a nice headshot from Interstar already on the Aces. What a dink.
and
Little
right
damage
now,
here as it
yeah, and if anybody is just tuning in, we just started up the stream. I believe the side of Militia, they are currently up in this series 1-0 as they took the map one in Bocage, hardpoint 250 to 125. But that was also due to the fact that Insanity, they were at, or Insanity was playing in a 4v3 against Militia. So I think this is going to be a little bit more closer of a series than people are going to realize.
Yeah, we have reports it was a 3-4 due to a broken controller. I don't know if that was Rage or what, but starting off early, we see Cynical 4-1, Cole 3-0. Maybe he can clutch us out in a nice 2v1 situation. Unstoppable so far in this map. Let's see what happens. He's going to play it slow here. Kind of just hovering the A site bomb. Vanny trying to get the plant down on A. Cole lurking. MP40. Bomb is down for Bravo. Ooh, Cole looking to get some damage. Ooh, one more. And he's able to clutch it. What a clutch from Cole as he goes up to 5-0. Alpha gonna go up 2-0 here. Oh my god, what a play.
Wow, and I can't believe he won that gunfight right there. If you're that other player, you have to have that pre-aimed, and he just got straight gun Cynical. Not able to win it, as he usually is a submachine gun player, and I think he is indeed pulling out the AR for the side of Militias. Insanity, they find themselves down 0-2 early to the Militia side. Or God goodness, yeah, Aces is on Insanity. I keep switching up the names. It's hard when you don't have them listed.
Yeah. Cole 5-0 though, absolutely dominating performance so far. Cynical 4-2. Vanny and Ace is able to get any picks so far. Cynical, ooh, nice trade on Nicole. Trying to get a pick on an MP40. Nairo gets a player as well. 2v2 here. We do see side of Alpha up one more. 1v2 again. Maybe Inisur and the Alpha side can clutch again. Is that another 2v1? Oh my god. 3-0.
I mean,
so far.
if you're Insanity, you just can't let plays like this happen. Like, I understand he wants to go in for the trade, but at some point you realize you guys are getting red at the moment. I think they potentially need to slow down the pace. As Insanity, they find themselves down 0-3 early, and Cole Inisur, he ended up dropping 3 on that round to secure it for Militia, as they are just absolutely coming alive again. And like I said, they were playing 3v4 earlier on in the map 1, but they are dominating the map 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's Inisur or Morpheus, the way he was dodging those bullets there from Bravo. He does fall, however, this round. 4v2 in favor of Bravo. Should be a pretty easy round for them. Militia should be able to get this win. 2v2, they do lose 2v2 now. Maybe Militia get the first round win here. They definitely need it. Down 3-0 already early in the search and destroy.
And right now, Astonishing, he's just trying to work these angles, and he's just rotating around, trying to catch somebody, and he actually might get caught in between them, but now it comes down into a quick 1v1.
Immediate trades there from both sides. 1v1, MP40 does get the kill. A little bit of BM there, but I respect it. They're up 4-0 early here against Insanity. It's Militia. You know, the number 3 seed going against number 6, proving why these seedings are the way they are.
And it's so incredible just due to the fact that each player so far has clutched in a 1v1 or a 2v1. You literally go down the list. It was Zyro in that round 2. It was Inisur in the round 3. And then the I Hate MP40 in the round 4. And already going on in to the round 5, they are 4-0 up. And they are looking to tie this series on up at 1 apiece. As they are just going to go heavy to this B site.
You know, definitely one of the most clutch performances I've seen from a team as a unit ever in my time casting. Maybe it's Cole's turn to, you know, win a 1v3 or 1v4. Who knows with the way this game's going so far. They are up 3-2 now as Militia looking to be a little bit more aggressive with this push. Players pushing together. MP40 gets a pick onto Aces. Going to be a 3v1 for Benny. Benny 1-4. Not having the best performance. Maybe he can change that and go positive here in this round.
And honestly, I love that play that Militia did. They double hit the back. They knew somebody would be rotating back after winning that initial kill near that B bomb site. And they just absolutely pushed them back. And now they're just, you know, they are, you know, nut to butt right now as they are not leaving each other's side. As Benny, he is 2-4. He's looking to get this 1v3 and the defuse. You have 25 seconds left, but you have a lot of angles you got to be looking for.
Yeah, this isn't CSGO. You can't save, man. You have to make a play sometime soon. Does get the slide. Does, however, get jump shotted by the Militia player. 5-0 in favor of Militia.
And right now, it's been a numbers game, and I agree with you with the side of Militia. They are just using their teamwork to their advantage. Not to mention, they have that clutch factor from every single team member, and you find. MP40, he is on a 5 streak, and if he gets one more, you might as well just call in that streak early. Two more for a glide bomb, and if you're in that case where you're up 5-0, you might as well just invest it now and see if you can secure it. You would have to complete a full sale, which is literally winning 6 rounds in a row if you find yourself down 5-0.
Inisur, you know, does get a pick, does however fall. Someone might want to get the broom. Might have a clean 6-0 sweep here, as they haven't dropped the round yet. You know, MP40 on a 5 kill streak, like you said. There's no reason to hold it. I mean, they're already dominating this team. They can kind of play however they want. You know, be aggressive. Up 3-2 now, even in this round. Pretty clean game. I mean, you're kind of just showing who the dominant team is. You know, in search and destroy on this map.
And right now, I love what Benny did. He wraps all the way back. He was just getting some really some really messed up timing, I guess you could say, as he was trying to hunt down these 2 players, except they were just seemed like to be 1 step ahead, but now it comes quickly into a 2v2, now make it a 2v1. Astonishing. If there's any player on Insanity that I've casted before, this guy is absolutely cracked with the submachine gun, and he's going to be able to potentially try to make this play and get that bomb down at the A site.
Yeah, can he get the 1v2 and prevent the sweep, or the Militia going up 6-0 in this search and destroy map? Find out here shortly. Astonishing is kind of looking around for some players. Let's take some fire. Does, however, fall to Zyro, as that is a 6-0 sweep in favor of Militia here.
And that's exactly what you want to do. And you and I were talking about in that map 1, even they were playing in a 3v4 situation, that losing at 250 to 125, their teammates were still just slaying out. They just weren't able to get any of that hill time. And we were kind of expecting this, maybe not necessarily this dominated, but look at the teamwork. 6-5, 6-4, 6-3, 6-4. That's exactly what you want to see out of these guys. But before we head on into the map 3, we'll be back after this short break.
We just saw an absolutely dominating performance there. 6-0, clean sweep as we go 1-1. Gonna go right back into the action. Let's see if they can come back.
Yeah, and coming out of that, I mean, the other team right now are insanity. They just have to be feeling a little bit more pressure now that it's into this 4v4 situation, and just getting clean swept on an S&D, that's extremely disheartening. So when you go back and look at the VOD, you maybe got to go back to the drawing board and be able to potentially recreate some new strats or whatever the case may be. But honestly, they were set up in a lot of good positions. Unfortunately, they were losing a lot of those 1v2 gunfights, and you simply cannot have that happen, especially in a mode like S&D.
Especially, after, like you said, the pressure. They're gonna have to have a lot of pressure, especially with the BM getting shot after you die, a little bit of teabagging. You gotta play better. You like your gamer pride, you gotta go ape mode, beat the chest a little bit, and frag out the next game.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I love a little body shots every now and then. It's not,
Absolutely.
I love a little friendly banter, especially in there. And that's, I just feel like how Call of Duty players are in some aspects. But I mean, when you're winning those 1v2s just round after round, yeah, I say go for it. Give them the body shots. Let them know, hey, I'm
Absolutely.
owning you right now. I'm literally telling you, can you take it over? But here, we're about to head on into the map 3 control. And right now, we need a bounce back coming in from Insanity as they ended up dropping that map 2 in an 0-6 fashion to Militia, as now the series is tied up at 1-1.
Yeah, such a great set so far. 1-1. Militia was down a player in the first set, in the first game, I mean, and they still did good. So maybe Militia, we know with 4v4 can just dominate like they did last game.
Yeah, and right now it's just going to be a matter of slay power and being able to play at your own pace. On a map like Tuscan in control, it is so hard to get that B site. So you can honestly just chalk up, I think the A site's captured, 85, 90% of the time, but the B site is what you really got to worry about. And initially, right off the bat, this is going to be Militia. They are just going to be flying towards this B site. There's going to only be one member,
aggressive.
and he will go down.
Aggressive plays from Militia here once again as they go 2-0 on the scoreboard and kill streak so far already. Are close to getting captured point B, 2/3 the way. Looks like they are going to get it as MP gets another 2 picks. Zyro does fall. Points super close to getting captured. We do see the player up top contesting. Innis trying to make a little loopy-loop, does fall. Benny here with 2 picks, reloading, peeking the angle, a little bit of pre-fire maybe. Nade over the wall, Kobe. No luck with that Kobe there, as we do see Zyro on the A point. Gets a nice, clean shot on the aces. Grenade again here. A close.
And honestly, that was just a great play coming on in from the side of Militia. I mean, either way, you get 4 down, but you get 2 ticks, and they just solo cap. They left one guy over there. And the side of Insanity didn't realize they just left a guy capping it over, and they were so worried about this A site. But if you go 4 down, if you're the side of Insanity, it's essentially game over here, because you're just going to stack that hill with all 4 members on. That last tick is going to be gone in about 5 seconds.
And we see Benny from Insanity popping off with 6 kills already. Might have a few kill streaks coming in here to make this pressure a little bit more, as he is keeping Insanity's dreams alive. Kind of carrying this team right now as he goes up to 7-0, 8-0. How many can he rack up before he falls? This guy must be immortal with the way he's playing right now. Gonna get A site as well. Very close. Contesting, securing it. Does, however, finally fall to Inisur.
Yeah, but I mean, right now, Benny's the only player that's really keeping him in this game. Finally, he just does enough to allow his teammates to get some clearance and get back on into the point. But number 3, MP40, once again, he just comes in through the middle of the map and makes the play. And honestly, Insanity, they're doing a pretty good job holding on to this A site, this last tick. Right now, if you're a Militia and you get that B site with 2 minutes left and you can't secure this A, I mean, that's just a botched offensive round, but here you go. It is all 3 drop. 1 member left to B. It will be Astonishi, and he will drop, and that should be the dagger, unless Inisur, he will go down, but no. It will be the side of Militia securing that first offensive round.
That was a very close game. Unfortunately for Benny, he had an absolutely dominating performance that round, but just wasn't enough to get his team to the W. Need to have some more players step up from that side, if you're going to win these games. Until then, it's going to be, looks like Militia just kind of dominating right now.
And for the side of Militia going on to the defense, I mean, you they were honestly down, it looks like, in lives maybe, or at least at even. So either way, you're winning an offense on Tuscan especially is just going to be massive for your morale. And right off the rip, it's Cole. He drops 2, immediately gets traded though. And so right now, if you're the side in Insanity, you just have to find some clean set of kills and get some map control.
You know, like you said, Militia was down in lives, but their comms must be so on point to stay able to win that round the way they did, as they're actually up 3 rounds right now, as Cole and Zyro for Militia are kind of popping off. Cole on 1 streak, MP40 on 2, Zyro on 4, as he goes to 6 and 5 on the KD. MP40 popping off right now, using the MP40.
Yeah, I mean, that was just some nasty snapshots coming in from the 40 man himself. Is number 7, it might be Benny to try to find an opening. He is 10 and 5. He is really the shining light coming on in from Insanity, but Cynical on the other side is finding some kills. And right now, they're maybe getting some clearance, but 40, he is still watching over that B site. That's the one thing you just do not want to let go early on. You could honestly potentially chalk up this A site, but they are still holding it down, giving them everything and making them earn every single tick at this point.
Yeah, we do see a 2 and 10 performance share from Astonisi. He needs to step it up if he wants to keep his team in this game. Benny being the hero isn't enough so far. They are down, 8 lives, and they keep, losing more as it goes on. Cole, MP40 just popping off this round for Militia. Cynical not doing too bad either for Insanity. Benny as well, 12 and 7. Astonisi 2 and 11, not the best. Aces 8 and 12. Benny does have a fight here to capture his B. Cole gets 2 picks. Cole this round, 14 and 6, being an absolute monster on Tucson.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, that was probably the best you could do, best case scenario for Militia. And honestly, I didn't like how they were initially playing that, because they ended up doing a 2-2 split. When that happens, it is so hard. I would honestly just rather have them try to 3v2 that, as one player did end up rotating back through the middle of the map to help out that B site. But look at the lives and how much Militia is just slaying out. If it's not going to run out to time, it's going to run out to lives. As 40, he is gunning everybody in his sight. The guys are absolutely frying on the side of Militia.
No joke. They're Cole, 40 just outgunning this entire Insanity squad as they go up 2-0 in this map.
Yeah, you could say that again, is right now Insanity, they need to get something going. How much do they have left in the tank to be able to take this defense? Because, I mean, either way, if you end up pushing this to a round 5, you're surely down in lives. I think they ended up losing that round, 13 lives to 2, and it still hasn't been updated where it will come down to your lives and not the amount of ticks you get on the point if you are new to this Call of Duty scene. But phenomenal stuff coming out of the side of Insanity, or side of Militia is already, it's Cole once again finding the first bloods.
Yeah, Cole, proving this is a Cole world. Talk to my boy J. Cole. He gets 3 picks already, not even 20 seconds into this round. Mains is popping off. 2 kills does fall, however, to Benny, as Benny, trying to be the hero for this Insanity Squad. 13 and 10, kind of slowing down. Astonisi picking it up, 7 and 15, a lot better than 2 and 11, if I do say so myself. Cynical, nice pick. Cynical doing well as well with the SMG here. Doing a little slide 360, looking at the angles. The thing I've noticed is there's a dominance, like you said, Militia 1-0. Or 2-0, sorry. The first round, they weren't that far, disparaging between the lives. The second round, it was, 10, 12 lives? They're up? How do you come back from that? Mentally.
I mean, the first step is you got to win a round. I mean, that's going to be the first thing you got to get done, and especially on the defense, which is, you should be guaranteed to win it at least 80% of the time. And so losing that opening offensive round is clearly a killer for Insanity. But right now, it's just some machine guns that are really putting on the pressure. Cynical, like you said, 16 and 15. Benny maybe slowed down a little bit as he's at 16 and 12. But the ARs, Astonishing and Aces, almost sitting at double negative for both of them. They have to be the ones to potentially find a lot of these kills and pick their gameplay a little bit up.
Absolutely. One thing I'm noticing as well is MP40 and Cole aren't just getting kills, they're playing the objective well as well. These guys in the SMGs are kind of just running and gunning and outgunning the Insanity so far. Benny Aces, I mean, should pick it up a little bit with the AR, like you said, as well as Astonisi, as he does fall. It's 8 and 18, Not a good round for him. Hopefully a game he'll come over soon. Maybe he can pick it up. Maybe some Jesus or someone will touch his controller and he'll come through. Scumpy will whisper in his ear.
Scumpy was whispering in his ear. I would absolutely be listening to everything he had to offer. But right now, what I'm kind of noticing already from the side of Militia is they're not really. They were feeling so confident in their gunfights. They started to, start solo channeling a lot of things and not getting those trades. And I think right now they're realizing, hey, we can't keep doing that. Is right now they do find themselves down back in the lives. Is it will be 6 in favor of Insanity in only 25 seconds. It's Cynical. He just gets gone as the man showing his acrobatic ability, jumping off the railing, and now they are onto this B site. They're going to be able to try to stack it, but they're going to be investing these streaks as well. So this is all or nothing coming on in from the side of Militia.
Starting us 2 picks. Maybe it's time for him to clutch up and help his team win. He is on the point. He is picking up now in the last little half of this game. Such a good performance from Militia here, though. It's going to be rough to come back. Actually, wait, they're actually up 11-3. I just noticed Insanity kind of popping off in a game where it doesn't feel like this round. They're actually doing really well.
Yeah, and especially that's the type of dominating defense that you need. They still probably find themselves down, I would say, about by 4 or 5 lives. So if they end up winning this offense, if they want to be able to get that defense for the round 5, they got to be able to take it with that, potentially, I would say about 6 to be comfortable that you're going to get that defense. But right now, it's Militia. They have still been frying, and I think going in on the defense, they should have this one in the bag and should be able to take it in a 3-1. And right now, Astonishing, you saw at the end of that round, he ended up getting a few snapperoonies. Is, oh my goodness, 40. He just tags up 2 players heavily, not able to take anyone down, as right now the pressure is being pushed by Insanity.
We did mention earlier that Insanity needed a round to get themselves mentally reset to win these next few games. However, I feel like it's going to be a clean sweep here for Militia, as they're just defending like kings right now. It's MP40 with 2 nice picks. The team's just playing so well as a unit. They're a well-oiled machine. The comms have got to be on point with how well they're playing. Up 4 lives already on defense. Zyro, just doing good. Everyone on the team's doing good, almost positive. But for Sanity, we still have some negatives, some aces and Astonishing. But we did see them pick it up later in that the third round. Sorry, excuse me. See what happens here. It's gonna be very close. But I do think, like you said, Militia does have us in the bag. Maybe we'll have Caster's Curse and Insanity to prove us wrong here.
Yeah, right now Zyro, he's just waiting for his teammate to push on in. Unfortunately, his grenade did take him up, and he runs out of ammo. Here's the notorious click of nothing left in there, as he will end up getting gunned. And right now, Insanity, they are down in the lives. No ticks yet onto the B zone, but there will be one player there. It will be Cynical, and he's going to need to win this opening gunfight. And you hear the tink of the head being ripped off one of the players, but Militia still also holding down that A site. 2 ticks are gone, but right now you're more worried about that B site in case if somebody's trying to fly on through.
Dude, Cole, this game just dominating. Absolutely impressive performance. Jesus, English is hard, huh? Absolutely impressive performance. This game, as he's 27 and 21. Kind of showing he can outgun you any day, like he's doing right now for Militia. MP40 in the corner, gets a nice headshot. Transfer as well. Nice 2 quick picks there from MP40 as he's dominating this game, playing the objective very well. 10 kills on the objective, just playing this game and this map so well. Oh my God! Double headshots there for MP40.
He almost got that triple. That would have been absolutely nasty. But right now, Insanity, you have a push and a half left to be able to cap this A site and go on to the B site and get those 3 ticks. It's going to be almost impossible. You're down by the 6 lives, Militia. As long as you just don't somehow botch this entire round and throw away your lives for free, it should be a potential map win and allow them to take the lead. But Zyro, he sees all 4. He's like, yeah, no, I want none of that right now.
It's now or never for Insanity. Who's going to step up and be the hero for this team? Maybe Astonishing, the guy we've been kind of pooping on the whole game. Maybe he'll step up and get 10 kills back to back to back or something crazy. Who knows? It's comp. It's competitive esports. You never know what's going to happen. 9-3. It's going to be close here. I still think Militia wins this. Astonishing does get a nice pick, though. 8-3 on the live score. Very close. 7-3. 6-3. We have ourselves a game here.
Oh, no.
We have ourselves a game here. 4-3. Both teams
Oh,
have
you
to clutch it
cannot-
up. Nerves
Oh,
have
you
to be
cannot
absolute
let this
high.
happen.
3-1! Such a close game! Can Benny clutch this up for Insanity? Such a close game. Oh, he does fall. Oh,
No.
that
Into
one
the
hurts the heart.
1v1.
That one hurts the heart. So close. From 12-6 to 2-1. Insanity proving they have a dog in this fight. Almost coming back. Does fall as Militia goes up 2-1 in this set of 5. Wow.
I am absolutely stunned what just happened, because there is no way you should have allowed that situation to happen. You just simply cannot. You had a clean red kill feed, like you said, for about 8 kills. It comes down to a 4v3. They were in like a 3v9 at one point, 3v10. But it was, I think, Cynical. He was the first player to drop, so he wasn't in that 3v4. But he made that opening break to allow them to get that church control and at least make it, a little bit dicey. But oh my goodness, that was almost one of the most beautiful clutches you could ever ask for. It comes down to the 1v1, unfortunately. When you're in that 1v3, you're going to get tagged up, and it took one more bullet for the side of, I believe it was Cole or somebody on the side of Militia, who was able to close it out. But good Lord, that got a little scary for the side of Militia right there in that last round.
Yeah. I said who was going to be the hero, and Benny stepped up so close to clutching that game. They fought hard until the end, and, claps all around for those guys as they were down a bunch, were able to come back, almost able to get the win. That's got to be crushing as they go down 2-1 in this series so far. What do you think? You have any predictions now after seeing such a close game, or who do you think's gonna win this set here?
I think going into the map 4 right now, it's just the Gunny is on point for the side of Militia. Insanity, they were able to slow the pace down to what they want. They knew the angles that everybody was going to be coming for. So, being on defense, they're allowed to get that round. And they almost took that offense. But in a game mode like Hardpoint, it's so hard to predict a lot of where these players are coming from. And I think the side of Militia, after getting that, they're probably like, oh, we won that. But it was close, and they're gonna be. That's just so disheartening as well for the side of Insanity. So I got to take Militia that they're gonna also take this map 4 and close the series out in a 3-1.
I agree with you. I do think the Militia are gonna go 3-1, but we almost were proved wrong by Insanity there, as they were almost to come back with that game. They definitely have that fighting spirit that we love to see in competitive esports. They were so close, and who knows? Maybe they can outgun, but the real question is, can they stop MP40? Mans was dinking heads like it was nothing out here, going absolutely insane on that map.
Yeah, he had an absolutely killer map, and I think the player that's going to have to slow him down is Cynical on that other side. He was starting to turn it up at the end of the game, and when there's situations like that where you have to be able to do it, Cynical, he's been kind of a player that's super hit or miss. He is either on point or he is in the double negative. So he needs to turn it up in this map 4 if they want to be able to have a chance. And we were talking about it earlier in that map was Astonishing. I usually see him on a submachine gun roll, so it's kind of interesting seeing him as that second AR. I would like to see him switch back to a sub depending on what map it is. But if you're on to the Berlin, it's got to be your ARs, and your rotations got to be on point.
Getting right close here to the game time. We might see a 3-1, might see 2-2, might have a game 5. Very close here. And, it's just a outgunning so far on the favor of Militia, but very close. And we're going to get right back into the game for you guys.
And we are going to be staying on this Tuscan hardpoint. So this is where it's interesting, because I've seen teams run a 2 AR, 2 subs, but I would like to see the side of Insanity to be able to run 3 subs. You got to have Cynical, Astonishing, and Benny running those aces. If you're that AR, you got to be able to find these kills. But on this P1, it looks like they're running the ARs early as the trades do come through. But it will be Insanity who find themselves that early time.
Yeah, up 15-0 already so far. A lot of control, a lot cleaner play than the last game. It seems like they kind of got a lot more map control so far. Aces popping off. Like the player you said needs to step up was him and Cynical. So So far, Ace is doing well. Astonisi doing well. Didn't have the best performance last game. Astonisi didn't, but this game he's 3-1 already. Cole for Militia 3-1. Inister and Zyro 0-2. MP40, the hero of last game for Militia, coming in here with the MP40. Does get a nice pick on a Benny who can defend this B site.
Yeah, Militia, they got a little lucky right there as it was Astonisi who's gunning for those spawns early on. He just ran through that P1, but 40 seconds to the favor of Insanity, and that's exactly how you want to start it off. But right away, heading on to this P2 Column Hill, this is where a lot of the money hill time has to go your way for the side of Militia. You cannot get broken early as it's number 5 Inister. He's going to have a big 2 gunfights. It'll be number 2 and 3 Astonisi and Benny being able to cut him down, so the spawn should flip here.
Absolutely. You know, we see a lot of objective time already from Benny with 40 seconds, 20 seconds for Zyro as he's popping off on a 4 streak right now. Mans is kind of on fire. Let's see if he can get some ice to cool him down. We're going to keep this hot streak up as he goes 5-2 on the streak right now.
Yeah, Zyro, he's picking up all that scrap time as well, so it will be Militia taking a lead, but it's going to be the man himself, number 5, Inister, who's going to have to find a few more kills as he has no team support rotating over to this P3 hill, but Zyro, he has already worked his way to the roofs, so this could be an early pinch coming on from the side of Militia, but right now, it's going to be up to Sanity. Can they read this? But it's MP40 already starting to punch his way through the front.
Do fall red. Militia, sorry, looks like they're going to actually have control of this site here soon. If you play them where they're playing. Astonisi getting a nice 3-piece from McDonald's there to get, you know, the clutch and keep holding the site. As he is 10-6 so far in this game. Wow. 10 frags already. Might see a 30 bomb here. I don't know. Be kind of spicy.
But yeah, Astonisi
does fall.
Astonisi, that's what we're talking about, how we want him to switch to that submachine gun, and he is doing that. He's already slaying on out. Cynical, also the guy that we needed to keep it hot into this map for us. He's already on 6 in a row. He's looking for that glide bomb. We'll see if he's able to potentially get it. Is now he'll be the man trying to rotate through this through the P1. He does get spotted by MP40, but right now it's Militia with the early rotation.
I know you hear a lot of stories about, you know, David and Goliath, but this game, it's Goliath versus Goliath. It's MP40 and Astonisi battling out here for both respective teams as Zyro gets a nice 2-pick. Ace's nice shot as well. Might get the double piece, does not, however, does fall to Zyro as Zyro gets 3 picks and falls. However, Inister with a trade on a Cynical. Astonisi gets Inister, and what an absolute mayhem of a map so far as Insanity's up 30 points almost here on Militia. Red, however, does take half here.
Yeah, the side of Militia, they're actually doing a pretty solid job, even though they lost the spawns, as they're still fighting for a lot of this scrap. Unfortunately, they did get, you know, broken at around 30 seconds. And look at this rotation by Insanity at 15-20 seconds. They are already set up for this P5. The scrap will go to Militia, but that's just been the name of the game for them. They have been slowly just sitting down by about 20 points. It's going to be up to Militia to get this early break onto the P5 and see if they can get a majority of this hill.
You know, running across the map, already trying to get there as MP40 gets another pick. 13-10. Mans is just outgunning everybody right now. What a god. He is holding this angle here by himself. Does get the, not the pick. Someone else gets a pick for him, much with a kill streak. Does fall as Insanity doing pretty well with his hard point so far. No one on it yet. Inister gets a pick. Red does get the cap. Defending it. Does fall. What a close game. Oh my Jesus.
Yeah, right now, Ace, Astonisi, he went huge and found that 2-piece, and I kind of thought that was weird. Inister, he just kind of ran right into the bullets, but Cynical investing this bomb early and kills himself. So I don't know how I feel about that streak invested, just due to the fact that this hill is on the inside. You're not really going to get, you know, much of a map control, especially when you're heading to the second set of rotations on the P1 where it is wide open. I kind of think that's a streak misuse coming on in from Cynical. You really get no value there. And right now it's Militia. They have this early time, and it sure would be nice to have that glide bomb to be able to break this hill.
Yeah, the glide bomb was questionable, not only because of the reasons you said, but also because that score at the time was, what, 110? Rotating off of the point on the other side of the map at this point, and kills himself with it. You know, very interesting. MP40 20-12 in this game. Wow. Mans is unstoppable so far. Mans has got the hot hand as he does sit here in the corner here with 20 and 12. Does fall. Cynical as well. Benny 8 and 14. Not the best game he's ever had, I'm sure, but just who knows that. Cynical with the multi-kill. Man, what a game. 3 streak for Cynical. 127, 137 in favor of Insanity so far. Aces looking to get a pick. Cole here as well. For the side of Militia. Using the MP40 here. Gonna stick around. Does get stunned and gunned by Benny as he gets a nice pick as he goes up to 9 and 15. Let's see if Benny can pick it up here and dominate for this team the way MP40 is for Militia.
Yes, right now, Benny, it's kind of funny how the roles did swap, right? Benny having a phenomenal start to the map 3, but Cynical, the man who I said who is feast or famine, he is absolutely feasting. 21 kills, only 14 deaths, as right now Astonishing coming in onto the flank and onto this P2 hill. Insanity, they have just been holding it perfectly. Unfortunately, somehow the 3 kills come through. Cynical, they're going to be the last one left. Gonna maybe try to challenge this member. Unfortunately, he will go down as Insanity. They find themselves in the back of the P2, and they're not looking like they're gonna contest this scrap time, and the rotation is also there for Militia.
The thing with Cynical in this game is he's not just getting 1 or 2 players, he's getting your whole team when he comes in with the SMG, just dominating, running and gutting, tapping heads. Great kind of play you want to see here from your SMG player as he's stepping it up this game. So is Aces is 20 and 18. You know, Militia not having the best performance there. Insert 13 and 20. Cole 17 and 21. Zyro does fall to Cynical. Like I said again, Cynical with another multi-streak, multi-kill, double there. Just astonishing gameplay from him so far. It's pretty much Cynical and MP40 to see who wins this game. Cynical is 25 and 15. A dominating performance in a game where it's so close. They're up, what, 10 points? This whole time is very, very much a nail biter. Gonna have to come down to time here to see who wins this one, I think. What do you think here?
Yeah, right now it's a super close game. I was not expecting this, but the submachine guns, the players that we said needed to step up. Cynical also doing well. Aces, he ends up pulling out maybe a submachine gun. I'm not sure if he maybe picked it up, but right now the rotation, it will be there for Militia once again into this Churchill as Benny, he's gonna slow peek this in. Oh no! Just gets absolutely gunned. The trade will come in from Aces, but right now Militia, they are currently down by about 30 points here, but Insanity, they have broken that 200-point marker. This game is going to come, I think, to a third set of rotations on the P1. Cole, he's locking down the backside as MP40 in the hill, getting 3 down. That's exactly what you need out of your submachine gun.
MP40 on top of it right now as he's getting multi-kills, capturing points, playing this game so well. Minute and 40 on attack time as well. Mans has almost got a 30 bomb in this game as he is popping off. Does get that 30 bomb and falls. What a performance. 30 kills in a competitive game. Pretty impressive, if I do say so myself here, as we see Cole getting a drop shot onto Aces. Anderson getting 2 as well. Cole does fall to Cynical. MP40 with a pick on a Cynical. MP40 still here defending B site. 204, 204. A close game. I have no idea who's going to win this one. Both teams stepping up this game. Who's going to be the hero? MP40 with a nice pick. That's an SMG he's hitting your head with right there from that distance. What a gamer.
I mean, right now, it's just all Militia. The streaks have been in. It's kind of interesting because Insanity, they've actually been getting those opening kills, but it's just been those individual plays by 40 that has just been messing with them. Cynical, he stays alive, and this is the early break that Insanity needed. As now it's Zyro. He has also been finding some very crucial double kills and onto this P5 headquarters point. I think this is going to be a pretty heavily contested, and like I said, I don't think either team can necessarily win it now here, unless if, oh my goodness, they get the clean feed. There can be absolutely no contest coming on in from the side of Insanity, but Astonishing, he finds the double, and now the rotation game is on.
Yeah, Astonishing definitely stepping up this game compared to last. 26 and 32 was what, 2 and 10 at some point in last game, showing why he's good on this map with the SMG. Like you said earlier, off the AR, he's not the best. With SMG, he's absolutely unstoppable, as he's almost gonna get a 30 bomb here as well. Aces 27 and 27, very aggressive playstyle from him, sliding and gunning. As Militia 241, it looks like it's gonna be a Militia W here. No thing yet here. Get the popcorn ready, chat. This might be game. And that is going to be a 3-1 in favor of Militia, as we see MP40 getting 30 plus kills, and just dominating this set.
Yeah, I mean, that was, he completely took over the game. He was having an oh my goodness, wow, just look at this kill feed though from Astonishing. Great stuff, but unfortunately, Benny just had a slow game, only 2,000 damage, 16 and 25. That's not what you needed out of the side of your submachine guns coming on in. But congratulations to the side of Militia, working their way on in to the semifinals of this championship for the Click Gaming playoffs, as they are all looking to secure that $420 grand prize pool. But I mean, you got to tip your cap to the side of Insanity. They did everything they could to try to win that map 4 and extend it to a map 5. But I mean, even if they did, you lost 0-6 in that first S&D, so I don't think they were necessarily confident going into the map 5, even if it got extended to there.
And the thing with that I'm noticing is that Militia going in this game was 3 seed, Insanity was 6. So that shows just how close this tournament's going to be in the future. I mean, they had a very strong fight. Insanity wasn't able to clutch it out here. Militia just dominating MP40 with 36 kills. 36! That's a lot of kills.
I mean, absolutely. The guy was absolutely shredding. I don't know how many times he found 2 and 3 pieces, especially. I think the biggest 3 piece was on that P4 in that church on that second set of rotations that allowed his teammates to at least get a majority of that time. Everybody else like fell before his feet, and he was able to gun the rest of the Insanity squad. So I think you got to give him the MVP, but you cannot give credit enough to all of his other teammates. Zyro, I saw him popping off, getting those 2 pieces when they were needed the most, and they were just able to close out this series in a 3-1 fashion.
Yeah, very much a dominant performance, but still a close game. I mean, I really do think it would have been a 3-0 or 3-0. Sorry, if we didn't have that 3-4 the first map, but still close games. Double the seed. Militia dominating, and we're gonna go in our next game. It's gonna be Fluid GGs against Clarity Gaming. Who do you have right now for your prediction for that game?
I gotta give Fluid. I've casted them before in the past. They're an absolutely dominant team, especially when they're submachine gun Remy. The guy, he absolutely fries. So I'm expecting potentially a quick 3-0 coming on in from them. I'm not saying Clarity, they aren't up to the task to potentially, have an upset here. But right now, I just think Fluid, they are just too dang strong right now for the Click Gaming League. And I think they're ready to steamroll, and they're ready to go and punch their ticket to the semifinals of that next series as well.
Yeah, Remy, the SMG player for Fluid, has been known to just come out and dominate. Hopefully that's what we see today. Hopefully he has the hot hand like he normally does. And I agree with you. I think it'll be a clean 3-0. Clarity has worked hard to get into these playoffs. But Fluid GGs is just such a dominant team, and they have been all season. So let's hope for Fluid's sake that that dominance continues here in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And so I think before we head on into this next series between Fluid, GG, and Clarity Gaming, we'll be back after this short break. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in action as we are still heading on into the round 1 of this Click Gaming League playoffs, as we will be hopping into this map 3 right away as we have Fluid going up against the side of Clarity Gaming, and on the map 1 hardpoint, it was Fluid who ended up taking it, but apparently it was a very close map 1, Fluid, and then yeah, and that was just a solid offensive round. I mean, we didn't get to see how it started, but with the B site, which is on the beach, able to get capped up immediately, it's going to be tough for you to be able to secure that defensive round. Not to mention they were down by 8 lives early. It's just going to be a tough one to be able to pull back. Zaddy, the man, is 1-8. He needs to get out of Olive Garden and stop eating them breadsticks.
Yeah, Mans is quite literally lost in the sauce right now as he's not doing well. Hopefully he can step it up here for Fluid GGs. They need it. They definitely need it. As ISO can get an early pick. Does get the pick on to Weiser. Clarity up 2-0 already in kills. Doing dominant as well. ISO, a man on the run right now. Getting very low, getting healed. The Pico app up 4 kills, 5 kills. Clarity 6 kills. These guys are on point right now. Comms, communication, the gunning is just insane. They haven't died yet.
And this is so scary for the side of Fluid. This is exactly what you do not want to happen. They had all 4 go down. And the side of Clarity, they can just push up basically all the way into their spawn. They are still finding all of the kills. Finally, there is just a little bit of clearance, but you just have nobody supporting Remy right now. He is 13 or 14 and 7. He finds a kill, but once again, Hyper will get gunned. The rest of his teammates trying to work on that outer edge. It's Blair who is just shredding right now. Fluid, they need to somehow get something going. They need to find it quick.
Yeah, as Blair, has so much map control with his AR skills. We see ISO 14 and 6 on the SMG, just running and gunning these guys, being dominant. They're 25 and 12 right now, 25 and 11. These guys are just dominating the map, have absolute control. as Zaddy goes up to 3 and 14 for Fluid. They need to step it up, or it's going to be a W here for Clarity.
Yeah, I mean, I just was not expecting this coming out of Clarity Gaming. Right now, they maybe made some roster swaps. ISO, I believe he is a new player that I have not seen too much of. I have heard his name back and forth, but I mean, the player that's really been impressing me was Blair, locking down those lanes, only 12 and 8, but just getting all that information. Bwin, solid submachine gun, and Cheese also had that amazing 3 spree in that opening round. And right now, Fluid, you got to get something going. You got to be able to hold on to the defense. This is your home turf. Can they at least get a defensive round on the board and make this game interesting?
I mean, Fluid, what, together besides Remy are what, 12 and 40? Come on, guys. You got to step it up. This is your playoffs. This is your one time to win some money. That big prize of $420. You guys got to step it up. It's in the moment. Do the Slim Shady thing. Mom spaghetti and step it up, guys. Come on now.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Everybody needs to be able to step it up for the side of Fluid. Is right now they are doing so. They are down, or they are up in lives now, 27-24, and they are just kind of playing this one slow, waiting for these picks as everybody's slowly starting to find the kills on the side of Fluid. Right now, unfortunately, they do get picked off as 3 end up dropping. Zaddy, the last member left alive. Can he find any more? But it will be Wiser deciding to come on in through the middle of the map, find a few kills, but this is exactly what you want to do with your Fluid. Make it scrappy. Do not allow Clarity to dig their heels on into you early on into their offensive round.
And if you didn't know ISO before, you're definitely going to know him today after the performance he's had so far in this round. 18 and 9. Mains is doubling his deaths with kills, absolutely going sicko mode in this game right now. Just Remy, you know, 19 and 10, trying to keep his team in this, and it's close, but Clarity, I really think they're going to 3-0 these guys with how well they're talking, how well they're playing these corners. It's just such a, not what we expected at all. I'm stunned.
Yeah, and right now there's only 15 seconds left. You only have that last tick of progression coming on in for Clarity, and I think the side of Fluid, are they going to give it up? There is one more member left to beat. Make that 2, as it will be Zaddy and Hyper getting in for another double chow. ISO, can he win this gunfight? He'll find one. Will he be able to find the second, as he does kind of slip back? And Remy, I don't know what happened, but he just ends up dying. Maybe broke his own ankles falling off a ledge or something. But the side of Clarity, they finally end up getting that ace site. Will be extended, and they are once again back in the life advantage.
Yeah, with how Remy's been playing so far, I mean, the absolute key play for Fluid here, you know, losing yourself to, you know, your grenade or fall damage is definitely unfortunate. As Clarity's up 10-9 here, Ice looking for a pick. It does go around the backside here with the MP40. Gonna see if he can get another pick here. Looking, scouting out for some players. Mans is 21 and 14, absolutely going off. Deeming, oh my god, oh my, what a shot. Remy 22 and 15, ISO 20 and 10, Blair 19 and 13. Cheese, even. Oh man, Cheese out here. 17 and 14, and you look on the other side and you don't see that. And I think that's the biggest difference as Clarity's up 8-6. What do you think here?
Right now, I think the Clarity, they have one final chance to be able to break on into this hill. You have the ring control, which is exactly what you want, but you have to find this kill onto Wiser. Blair not able to do it, and this is it. You have 5 seconds. They get the opening, but everybody from Fluid, they are stacking around. Unfortunately, Clarity, nobody's going to be able to get onto the point in time. I think they would have had it if they at least got that contest, and I think for the side of Fluid, it's a big sigh of relief as you barely come away with the defense on that one.
Yeah, a very close round. I kind of thought Clarity was going to go all in there and get the point, but they weren't able to. A little bit of a deep breath here for Fluid, as maybe they can finally find out how to use controller in this round 4. Wiser 6 and 19. Let's hope he can get, you know, maybe double digits this round. We could go for that, right? Nice little 10 and 30. That's not too bad, right? As we see Clarity on the other side, almost every player getting 15 plus kills. 3 players almost at 20, 2 at 20, as ISO and Blair collectively as a double piece unit here, just fragging out on Fluid.
And all right, it's the early quick stack coming on in from Fluid to at least just allow them to get some time to in their favor. Unfortunately, The pinch comes through, and Blair ends up dropping 3. Once again, this is looking scary, Fluid. You're already pushed back into your spawn. You got to go hunting for ISO. Remy, I think he maybe has the read. His teammate number 6, Zaddy, will go down, and he is just doing everything he can to try to keep his teammates, or keep his team in the game, and he will find another one. Remy just trying to find those opening kills. Unfortunately, his teammates, they need to be able to find the kills as well, and they are just not doing it at the moment.
Not doing Remy any justice here, as he's 24 and 19 by himself. Jeez, this round popping off. Had 18 kills, has 7 so far in this round alone. Mans is kind of going crazy right now as he looks to, win this and close this game out here for Clarity. Just does, however, fall there to Hyper, who is 13 and 23 so far. Zaddy peeking this angle very slowly, looking to get a pick here. Remy, 25 and 19 so far. Win 16 and 15.
The angles being held by Fluid, especially getting the rest of that A site, is massive. They only have 1 minute and 20 seconds left to work with. It's most likely not going to come down to lives. You have to be able to push this out, but from what I've been hearing, a lot of these pros, you don't necessarily even need to push out the back spawn. Yeah, it is nice when you are actually winning all these gunfights. Jeez, can he stay alive? And no, he will end up going down. And Zaddy, he ends up finding that kill in the back finally. The kills will come through for the side of Clarity, but right now, it's Fluid. They are up on the lives, and as soon as I say that, it is almost back to dead even, and they have a long track from their spawn to try to get into position to make another push.
Absolutely. Remy got a nice 3-piece there to kind of close the gap, and it's a very close game when it comes to lives. The control here, still kind of not the best here. Remy, 29 kills, gonna get a 30 bomb here by himself, kind of insane. Weiser, however, has doubled his kills in this round alone. He's finally stepping it up. He had 6 to start this, now at 13. Mans is kind of popping off here when the team needs him the most. ISO 23 and 12, new player here for Clarity. It looks like 24 and 12, doubling once again. Clarity Cheese, Clarity Cheese, Clarity ISO, Clarity Blair, all popping off. And even Bwen, 19 and 20. That's a better performance than 3 of the players on Fluid.
And ISO finding that big double kill, that might be the dagger, but he has already snuck his way through the back ring, and he needs to find this kill onto this member, and yes, he will, but the coverage is there from Weiser. Right now, Fluid, are you kidding me? It was Remy. Ends up finding the triple. Can they do it as the second tick comes through? Blair, though, once again, finding those kills when you need them the most. And Zaddy gonna try to reinforce the hill, and he will actually go down to Cheese. The last member left on the point will drop. There is just not enough time for Fluid to make it back onto the point, and it is a clean 3-0 clean 3-1 for Clarity.
Oh my gosh, this is not what I expected at all. Fluid being the 2nd seed of this entire league, Clarity the 7th. We didn't give them any credit going into this, but Cheese, ISO, Blair, Bwen even just kind of popping off. How do you predict that if you're Fluid? You don't. You expect to come in and dominate, and that doesn't happen. What do you do from here if you're playing in this situation here, Giraffe?
First of all, you got to find the kills. That was you look at that stat line, right? That was across your screen. It was 3 members on the side of Fluid that were double negative, and that's just something that you do not see. Remy dropping 34 and 21 for his squad to lose in a 3-1. The man, if it ends up going to round 5, you think he's going to probably drop 50 plus. And it just simply, he needed some support out there. He was trying to go massive, and he was finding those doubles and triple kills. But when everybody is, like you said at the beginning of that round 4, there's a member who was 7 and 16, you need to have a better stat line than that, especially in a map like Gavutu where your ARs need to rain. And clearly Cheese and ISO on the side of Clarity, they were just absolutely shredding everybody that was coming across their line of sight.
Yeah, the performance of Cheese in that round 4 of that map was just insane. Went from 19 kills to 28 in one round? Are you kidding me? That's insane. What an absolute mad lad from Cheese, man. Bwen himself, we don't think we give him enough credit. He played the map very well. Did his team no disfavors, was 20 and 20 in the game. And somehow 20 and 20 isn't enough to get talked about when his team's doing as well as they are. That's crazy to me that Clarity, the 7th seed, doing so well against the 2nd seed Fluid.
Yeah, and you just think this has got upset potential written all over it, potentially going on in to whoever they're going to face in that semifinals. But Clarity, they potentially might send Fluid Gaming back home, or uh, packing their bags up early, and that's just not something that you see. And right now, Fluid, they just find themselves in a tough situation. They were up early in they were just in a tough situation, but I think we're about to head over. We're going to get a little bit more bonus coverage as we're about to head over to SYG versus Zelix, as Zelix is the #1 seed. Let's hop into that game right now.
We do see 1-1 on control here. Looking at the KDs, immediately we see Khan 13-20, Felly 13-14, Solidify 18-18, and Space 15-16 for Fluid. Actually, though, that's not Fluid. Sorry, that hasn't switched yet. Passion 15-14, Roman 19-15, Manny 20-15. I mean, the kills wise, it looks pretty even. We do see the blue side doubling 16-5 on lives here.
It's actually funny. I actually know a lot of these guys personally for SYG. Khan, the guy, when I was casting him back in Call of Duty Cold War, he was just shredding. The guy was an incredible submachine gun player. Zelix, though, they end up finishing out that round, but we head into the round 5. Seems to be match point, or excuse me, match point for Zelix. SYG, they are going to be on the offense, but Khan and Space, they have been teammates for at least, a year, or have known each other for a long time. So do not underestimate the squad of SYG, as they will be on the offense, but Zelix, they're just such a dominant team, a dominant org, as well as I've been seeing them winning a lot of tournaments as of late.
The fight does fall to Manny, however, who gets a nice pick with MP40. Roman pushing up here. Space 15-18 does get a nice pick onto Manny. Does get traded, however, as he does fall to Passion. We got a headshot on him. I mean, Visa Talks at the end of that last round had a nice little 5 streak to close out the round. Still hasn't died on that streak. Maybe he'll do some more work here. He does get stunned by the flash grenade. Looking to hold this angle very nice and high with the AR. No one peeking him yet. A little bit of jiggle peek as he does get the pick. Does get the double. Visatox, what a gamer, as he's aiming and gaming on these nerds out here in this Call of Duty lobby for Zelix.
Yeah, and he is 20-15, 7 in a row. He secures those full streaks. So I mean, with that streak in the back pocket, you just essentially you can close out this round, unless if you go down on lives relatively quick. But SYG, they're doing a pretty solid job trying to break on in. Roman, though, he will end that streak. And a player that I love to watch out for is Manny from the side of Zelix. He's one of their submachine gun players. He is maybe the best route man in the amateur scene that I've seen in a long time. The guy just somehow finds the opening, finds the niche in the armor to be able to make plays. And look at it, he is doing it right now. Can he find the kills? Unfortunately, Khan, he just is like Superman flying across the screen. SYG, they finally will get full control of that A site.
It looks like Roman might be the kryptonite that Zelix needs, as he's 27-19 with 12 objective kills. Man's just holding the point down in the paint. Let's come and call him Chief Geek out here, all right? Man, we got 3 headshots on the board. Manny getting 1, Visatox getting 1, Felly getting the trade onto Visatox, as Felly does fall 15-20. Roman 28-19, almost gonna get a 30 bomb here. I think he's gonna get it. Manny with the SMG kick. You do see him looking up high. Does fall, however, to the guy to his left, as Solidify gets a pick, as he's 25-22 for Sig.
Yeah, Zelix, they're still doing a good job. They have the life's advantage. Like I said, they still have that streak in the back pocket. One thing you got to think about, if you're SYG, you essentially have to get almost a clean 8 or get 7 kills in your favor. And right now, they potentially might have found this opening, as unfortunately it will be Roman once again has just been ending those players. And it's going to be a long trek for SYG to be able to run back into this B site. But now they are setting up for this hit. Number 6, it's going to be Felly going up against number 3 on the bottom left of your screen, and the trades are coming through, but Khan and Space, they end up getting 3. Passion, though, once again, the angles are just being held so well. Solidify, he will go down to Visatox, and that should be it. Zelix, they will end up closing out this map 3 and take a 2-1 series lead against SYG.
Yeah, well, I mean, just a solid performance from Zelix to map control there from Roman. I'm gonna start calling him the kryptonite here. absolutely dominating as he go, 3-1 for Zelix, 2-1 against Sig so far. I mean, let's go. Let's play this game here. Okay.
And already you get to see it for the side of Zelix. They are feeling dominant, but SYG, I know they are not wanting to go down early. And I believe that is the semifinals. I don't believe that's who they were playing in the very, very first round, if I'm mistaken. So they ended up, I think, taking care of Molten Gaming in a 3-0. So they were down early. But right now, we are going to be heading on in already immediately into the Clarity versus Fluid. Clarity looking to come in with the upset, like you said, at that number 7 seed. And we go right on into it, and you just see the kill feed, and it was all cheese. The man that you were praising early on in this map 3 is already shredding onto the map 4.
Absolutely. He's 6-2 so far, 7-2 with a nice, beautiful jump shot, cracking the head of Wyver. What a gamer, huh? Cheese, the beautiful name, beautiful gamer tag. It's important to being a good gamer, and this guy is proven so right now, as he's just cheesing kids with his golden gun of his. We see Buen 7-4 as well. Blair and ISO, the kind of heroes of last game, actually taking a back seat, and Clarity's other teammates just dominating. We do see Fluid GG's actually getting some frags this game. Hyper, Zaddy, and Weiser picking it up on this fourth map here. Didn't have the best performance in the last game, but this one they're actually stepping it up and getting some kills.
Yeah, on a map like Bocage, you have to find kills, and I mean, you eventually will at some point. Fluid, though, they do have this bottom P3 Granny's Hill, but it will be number 2 and number 4 just slipping on by. That will be B-Win and ISO. So it will be the spawns in favor of Fluid, but they are holding this pretty well, just not able to find the kills. In number 4, ISO, I thought he maybe secured the spawns, but no, he did not. Cheese, he is 10-3, looking for more, but right now, this is just such a great P3 hold coming in from Fluid as they are winning the gunfights when needed the most. And number 4, ISO, he gets gunned by Hyper in the back. Fluid, they have awoken from their slumber and they find themselves right back into this game and take the first lead of their map.
Yeah, I mean, with those great plays right there, and the nice holding Cheese, gets 2 picks, whatever. Fluid's going to go up as Blair looks to clear the site. Looking for a nice pick. Does fall to Weiser as he's 7-6 in this game so far. 69-57 in favor of Fluid GG's as Zaddy looking to flank Cheese. 12-4. Manson's going off. Oh my god, look at the aim of this guy. Zaddy does fall. 10-8. 58-72. Getting the next point. Gonna get the contest here soon, as it is in favor of Clarity so far. As Buen is 10-10. Blair 4-8. Not normally we see from him. Cheese popping off. See who can be the hero here. Buen looking to defend with MP40. Does look to get a pick, does get it, does have her fall immediately to Remy, the SMG player from Fluid GG's, who we praised before, who was known for these high fragging games, with 34 in the third map. Maybe you set a 50 bomb? Let's see if it happens here.
Yeah, I mean, we were praising him earlier, but definitely the man did not play any sports with that throw, how that concussion just bounced right back to him as he just smoked it off the door. But it was, he had a valiant effort there. Unfortunately, he will get taken down inside the point, and right now it's just fight for the scrap time as his shot's clearly on point. ISO, though, he will end up cleaning it up, getting the last few, and now it's just a rotation game, and this time Fluid, they will have it as they ended up taking that map 1. I'm not exactly sure what hardpoint map it was, but it was apparently a close one, and this is just looking to be the same here. Coming on into this Bocage is right now is the side of Fluid just trying to hold on in, and it's Hyper from the back. He finds 2 from the deep angles. Nobody able to hop onto the point quite yet, but he is doing exactly what he needs to lock down these spawns.
Yes, Fluid wipes all members of Clarity with a nice 4-piece. Cheese 8-8, looking to clear the site. Cheese is the hero right now that Clarity needs, as he is 19. What a triple with the pistol too. What a gamer. Might get a 4-piece chicken McNugget. Does get it. What a gamer. Looking to make this a very nice game here as Cheese. Bro, this guy's unstoppable. 22-8? Are you kidding me?
I mean, Cheese
23?
is definitely... That man is definitely Pepperjack coming on in from Wisconsin itself, the dairy steak, because the man is absolutely spicing things up for the side of Clarity. Fluid, they are trying to do everything they could. What looked to be such a dominant hold, it has just been Cheese who has been blowing them up 25-9. The guy has been absolutely shredding through them right now, but the side of Fluid, you look at their stat line across the board, 11, 15, 14, and 15, 16, 16, 10, and 14. The stat line is clearly there as they are working as a team, and right now, it is just more of a sense, can the submachine guns keep up with the pace of Clarity?
I'm going to say it. I think Cheese is having the most dominating performance we've seen so far. Man's dropped about 30, and we're only halfway through the game here, Giraffe. I mean, how do you stop this guy? You have to be quicker, communicate. As he gets another headshot, how do you stop him?
I think right now they've just been solo challenging him almost every single time, or he'll find that first kill, and then it's just a little second too late. You need to be able to double chow and win gunfights like that. Hyper, he was able to get onto that head glitch as Remy. He found the opening in the armor, and he will end up clearing out 2 for the spawn, so this should allow Fluid to break through the front, but my God, Cheese, the automaton, the man just simply is not missing right now. And you gotta think, if you are Remy, you are gonna have to be the guy to potentially win these gunfights against this man.
Dude, man's shots are on point. As you have the guy in the toes, in the head, a double. Cheese is on fire. Man's bullets are not missing right now. Is he hacking? Oh my God, what a play! Clearing the whole site by himself here for Clarity. What a play! Getting them the hard point control that they needed to make this game close and even. How do you just clear the whole site like that? Man, from toe to head and just dominated that whole site as he moves up to 32 and 12 here for Clarity Gaming.
He is just a full one-man wrecking crew indeed right now. He is, yeah, like you said, 32 and 13. Blair, though, he will secure this back spawn for now against Fluid, but this is where Fluid got a lot of their time, was on this P3 hill on the second set of rotations, or excuse me, P2, yeah, P3 bottom grannies is Remy. Once again, the route, it is there, but his teammates, the submachine guns, and this is where they have slowed down Cheese. They're not allowing him to get into those long lanes of sight. Remy, he has just been roaming left and right, finding every single kill, and now he's looking to find even more. Unfortunately, he picks up the automaton that had absolutely no ammo. He has the health, and all the kills are starting to light up red. Fluid, they are starting to get their footing now as Remy. He will finally go down by who else? The man Cheesed.
Just Remy trying his hardest, but you can't stop the man, the myth, the legend, Cheese. Just getting kills with a pistol too, just absolutely styling on these kids as he's looking to clear the site here for Clarity once again. Does get the guy low, gets to the trade. Remy does fall twice in a row to Cheese. It's 36-15 on the map. Fluid still, however, up when it comes to actual scoreboard.
And right now, it's just literally coming down to that matter of which team can get those points and make it win a lot of that scrappy time, a lot of that leftover time that's going to be needed to go into your favor. Wiser, he ends up dropping 2, and right now, I think Fluid, they are working better as a unit. They're getting each other's angles and trades. But Clarity, on the other side, you are simply just relying on Cheese, the man to potentially go big. And unfortunately, he's 38 and 17, and they are going to be down by about 40 points heading over to this P5. As right now, Remy, he has already found the route, and he should be able to secure these back spawns for this River Hill, as he's going to have a big 1v1, potentially against Cheese or Blair. And Cheese, oh, he will end up finding the snake laying down.
I mean, just Cheese 40 kills here, needs to hold the point. I mean, it's such a close game. It feels like Cheese is dominating. Both teams doing well when it comes to KDA. This is an absolutely tooth and nail fight between both of these orgs. I didn't expect this to even be this close. I didn't expect me to say Fluid's down at all in this entire series. And we're just getting these heroes like Cheese, who's 40-17 once again, and just like proving that you never know in esports. And that's what makes it so great, as Blair does fall to Remy. Remy 33 and 28. Just a battle of the Titans here, honestly.
Yeah, and you look at the stat line at Clarity, everybody kind of sitting around a little under negative price, sitting around that 0.8, 0.9 KD. On the other side, it's about the same for Fluid, but it's about getting on that time and being able to swap out who is going to be that Hillman. In Fluid, they're doing it almost to perfection. 44 seconds, a minute 10, a minute 21. That's exactly what you want to have. And right now, it's going to head to the third set of rotations. 2 minutes left on the game clock, so it most likely won't come down to that. and it's going to come down to these initial gunfights and potentially onto this P2 as Clarity. They find themselves down by 22 points. Can they pull it back and take the lead?
Yeah, we see Clarity wipe the entire team. They get the point. 203-22. This is going to be a nail-biter here, Giraffe. I really don't know who's going to win this. I want to say Clarity because of how well they're playing so far, and Cheese's, godlike performance. But Fluid's rotations on these hard ports and the way they're able to get to these maps and control them is just top-notch performance for these guys. 210, 222 as Fluid does get some more points. Blair on a 5-kill streak. Buen getting 2 pieces as well. It's so close. Like, I don't even know who's going to win this game anymore. I can't tell. It's just insane how close these games are. A 7 seed and a 2 seed. That's not what you expect from these kind of games. You expect domination, and that's not what's happening at all today.
And right now, I think if you're Cheese, you might have streaks in the back pocket. And number 5 is going to be Hyper. The last one left to make a play and secure the spawns, and he did it. But like I said, it's the streak. It's going to be coming on in from Cheese. How much more can he find? Oh no, he gets one, or excuse me, Blair gets one, but the rest of his teammates had fallen already. You need to find all the kills right now, and Blair is doing it 33 and 27, as you have a few members who have dropped that 30 kills. Is I believe Clarity, they can actually win it if nobody gets taken off, but who is it? It's Remy. He's looking to break on in, and he's just going to contest this time. Wiser, he comes in on the flank. This is it. The last push for Clarity. Can they make it happen?
Wiser with an absolutely huge pick on Blair there. Might have just won the game for Fluid. GG's as he does, as it goes up to 2-2 between Fluid and Clarity. What a set we're watching today here, folks. Oh my good heavens.
And ladies and gentlemen, we will be going to that map 5. Remy 42 and 34 as we get to see this streak, but give it to Cheese. He is 46 and 26, 5,200 damage, and his teammates are still not able to take it. A 250 to 230 win, pushing it to the map 5. I mean, going into the S&D, I think it was the side of Fluid who ended up getting just absolutely smoked in a 6-1. So can they make it happen on this map 5?
I hate to retract my statement earlier about, Fluid, just 3-0ing these Clarity guys, but after watching Cheese drop 46, I think I'm gonna have to switch my vote and go Clarity. Maybe the underdogs can come out and win this. Man's became a hero in one game. I really think Clarity can, pull us off, but it's gonna be rough. The rotations from Fluid on that map were just insane. Got a lot of scrap points, like you said, just so close, but I don't know. I really just, it's crazy.
It's gonna come, yeah, like you said, it's just gonna be an absolutely crazy map 5, and I'm curious what it's gonna be, because I think if this is a map like Berlin where your ARs are allowed to get a lot of that information, Cheese is going to absolutely rip the side of Fluid apart. So if I think it goes to a Berlin, it will be the favor of Clarity. But I like how scrappy it was. And that's where Remy really thrives, in that submachine gun role. And so I think if this goes to potentially a Bokaz or a Tuscan, it could be a 50-50 toss-up. So I'm really curious what it's going to be. But before we head on in to that map 5, we'll be back after this short break.
And boys and girls, we have an absolute close game that we did not expect. We expected Clear to come in and just drop these games too fluid. But no, we have ourselves an amazing set as it's 2-2. Players from the 7th seed team dropping 46 bombs. We're going to get right back into the gameplay right now for map 5 and see who's able to come out on top for these guys.
And already into this map 1, it's Cheese left in the 1v2. What can he get done? But it's Hyper on the back flank, allows Remy to get it. And this was what I was talking about. A map like Tuscan or Bocage S&D where you can be scrappy. And this is what Fluid is going to have to do to potentially come away with this one. But we just want to give everybody an update on that other matchup between Zelix and SYG. I believe it ended up going to SYG, a 250 to 248 hardpoint map 4, as that series is also going to be going to a map 5. So we just have an absolutely incredible series coming on in. But right now we are with Fluid. They finally gain their footing here in the S&D and get their first round on the board.
I mean, this is why you gotta love esports, man. You never know what's gonna happen. You have 1st seeds losing, 7th seeds doing stuff like this. It's just so close. One thing I noticed from Fluid, though, is they're able to get Cheese on a lot of these flanks and off angles, and that's where he's been getting caught. But if he gets these long ends with AR, it's wraps. And so far, 1-0 in favor of Fluid. I mean, like you said this was a very scrappy map, and you said that Remy is a very scrappy player, so maybe Remy just dominates the floor here as Blair does get the first blood onto Zaddy. Hyper here with a nice look. He's on 2-0 streak, popping off so far. Does get a pick. Hyper falls to Blair. And then trade immediately is Buen. 2-2 now. Remy and Weiser versus ISO and Buen. Buen looking to get a pick. Does get Remy. 2v1. Will Fluid win this or not as Buen goes for the plant. ISO last alive.
And Weiser, I was just about to say, the man, I mean, let a guy slip by. I'm not sure if he did see him or not. And I was going to wonder if he had enough time to go in and check the bomb. And he clearly played it a lot better than I probably would have, as it is Fluid once again being able to take an offensive round this time, as they got that bomb down so quick onto the A site. And actually, a fun fact about this map, the offense wins, I believe it's about 65 to 70% on this map. So I like that in a mode like S&D, they sometimes give the edge to the offense, allow for some of these easy, quick bomb plants.
Quick plant from ISO, like you're talking about immediately right there. As Blair getting the first pick once again into round 3 of this game. Remy looking to get a pick here. He does take some damage from a grenade. Pushing in these off angles like he does so well. Looking up high and low. Looking left. Pre-firing. Look at his angles. Looking for somebody. Does see the head of a player. ISO gets a turn kill on Remy. 3v1, 3v2 here. Sorry for clarity. As Bren gets another kill. Bren kind of popping off this game. Not what we've seen recently, but you know, he's doing things. He goes up to 5-2 as it's 1-2 favor of Fluid. But man, what a round from Buen, huh?
Yeah, found 3 in it as he got those picks, able to rotate back to the middle of the map, and it's exactly what you needed to get done for clarity. Get that first round on the board, and don't allow this game to be put into the control of Fluid. Don't allow it to be out of reach in a map like in a mode like S&D. When you find yourselves down in a 5-2, 5-3, it's going to be so difficult to be able to win all those rounds back to back to back. So great stuff from Clarity, not allowing Fluid to get 3 rounds in a row.
One thing I noticed from Clarity, it seems like every game we have another player from them who just pops off. You know, the first game we had ISO, the second game was Cheese with 46. This might be Buen's turn to show why he deserves a spot on this team and a chance to win that $420 prize pool we talk about so much, as he goes up to 6-2. Cheese does fall to Zaddy. 2v1 here for Zaddy. Can he get the picks? Buen does get him. 7-2 from Buen here, going into round 4 of this S&D, defusing target A. And it's gonna be 2-2 Fluid Clarity. What a game, man.
Yeah, this is just turned into an absolute banger of a series. Is right now it's the side of Clarity getting also back-to-back rounds, tying it up at 2 apiece. You just have a feeling that it's round 11 written all over this, and this is it for these two teams. If you end up losing this, you go home empty-handed. And right now, this is just the first round, the winners round 1, and just look at how competitive these two teams have been.
Yeah, and this is not what we expected at all. We expected a clean sweep, and it's just like the game before. We said Zelix just lost their game 248 to 250. There's literally no telling who's gonna win, and it's insane how well these teams are seeded, but it doesn't really matter when you look at the games. As ISO gets 2 picks, makes his KD positive, as it's gonna be a 3v2 in favor of Clarity. Maybe ISO can get a 4K here, or Clarity maybe can be the hero this team needs and when they need it the most, as Weiser is the last alive. Does fall 1v1 here. Cheese versus Weiser. Weiser 5-3. Cheese, the hero of last game, can he step it up and be the hero this game needs as well? Weiser looking around with his automaton, sorry. Sliding around looking for these long angles. I really don't think you challenge Cheese these long angles, but hey man, you do you. Looking around A. Nothing yet. She's going to get the bomb on the defending side spawn. Both players playing this so slow.
Man, Weiser, they just have no information on each other. Finally, they get the cue that the bomb is picked up. I'm not sure if Weiser knows exactly where it was, but I think he knows it's going to be somewhere near that B site, and he actually, oh man, he ends up picking the wrong site, and the bomb will go down at B. Will he be able to catch him out? As, oh geez, he rotates all the way up to the plat side. And this is just a game of ring around the rosy. They have absolutely no information of where they are. They're literally just like flipping the map each other back and forth, and they have not been able to get any information.
Hey man, but if you're attacking and getting that bomb plant, time's fine. It takes time to defuse, takes time to find the person. Waste as much time as you need. That's a smart play. As Cheese kind of doing a ring around the rosy play here as well. Wise going up top, very close to each other, literally footprints. Cheese close. Able to get it as Cheese continues to be the Hercules, the hero that this team needs. As Clarity goes up 3-2. The 7th seed might upset here against Fluid GGs. What a absolute banger of a set here, Graf.
I mean, I got a little scared for a second. I thought Cheese maybe missed his first few shots, and Weiser was maybe able to clutch that 1v3. That would have been a 1v3 and the defuse for the side of Weiser. Unfortunately, just not able to get it done. And right now, Fluid, you have dropped 3 maps straight. You need to be able to get this bomb plant down and get away with your life. But the nades, the team nades are perfect from Clarity as they end up dropping 2. And that's exactly the way you want to start Clarity. This is it. Can
1v3
you just put
Weiser.
A dagger in them?
Can Weiser win this game? This is life or death for Weiser. Can he clutch up? It's such an insane... The grenades are just OP. So good placement there from Clarity as Weiser looking at 1v3. He is 6-4 on this map, going against Bren, ISO, and Blair. Bren being 7-3. I think this might be a GG in favor of Clarity and a GG for the set as well. Blair looking around these angles. Blair, a great AR player as well with Cheese, who's unfortunately has fallen for the Clarity side. Weiser looking around, playing very slow. Is going to pick 2v1. He has a chance. Looking up high again. 24 seconds left in the round. Can he clutch this out? Or will it be a Clarity GG? Oh, what?
Oh!
The whiff! The whiff!
No!
How do you throw a whole set like that? Bro!
Oh my god.
What? What did I just watch?
Oh.
Weiser!
I will say it right now. That has just got to hurt. I mean, as if you are a teammate of Weiser, you are just like, bruh.
Livid with that man after that. Are you kidding me? In a game like this, you try to style on the guy and drop the kill like that? Just take the clean kill, man. What a reaction time from Blair, though, is he able to get the kill onto Weiser for the last round, as we see Boing get a pick onto Weiser. Oh my god.
I mean, it is literally that meme where it's like, bruh, that's exactly exactly what just happened. His Blair was just like, what is this guy doing? Cannot get the kill. But right now, this is Clarity's game to lose. Fluid, that's just got to be so disheartening, as right now they are down in the first blood category. Zaddy is just trying to hold this angle as I think a little shoulder check is looking pretty good, but 3 members
Ooh.
pop out. The team chow is there.
Ooh.
I'm not sure how many more Fluid's going to be able to find.
Bwin is disgusting right now with Automaton getting 2 nice picks on the members of Fluid GG as Blair gonna get the plant down with the bomb. Maybe Remy can clutch up. Hopefully he can do a lot better than Weiss did on that last round. Remy, the scrappy player we know him for, gets a pick on a cheese. I kind of feel like Remy has this one. He's a very clutch player, very scrappy, good at these short angles with the SMG, a great SMG player. Looking to Ninja? Ninja?
I thought B-Win.
Oh, he didn't hold it.
I didn't realize. I thought B-Win was like, didn't see him, but I guess, yeah, Remy hopped off the bomb. And
I thought he got the ninja. Looking for it now. Over half. Oh, so close. So close for Remy. I try to get the ninja defuse. Does not work, as it's going to be 5-2 in favor of Clarity. We might have ourselves an upset here, Graf.
Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely insane. That's for sure. Is right now, Clarity 1 round away from being able to close this out. By the way, it's been 5 rounds in a row for Clarity. 10-4 for B-Win, Blair 6-4. Everybody else just putting up good numbers as well. Fluid, you maybe need to change up your strat. Maybe try to get an opening pick. You cannot go down early to these nades. As I think Remy, he's just waiting for these nades to be tossed out the utility from Clarity. As he gets that information, 1 is sitting right below bottom broken, but he's going to decide to back up. This should potentially be a free bomb plant.
Blair looking to get the pick on the guy playing the bomb. Does get Remy with a nice dink. Looking to get 2. Does get it. 2 headshots back to back. Man's just tapping heads. Ooh, is this guy playing Assassin's Creed? What in the world? Nice map knowledge here from Blair as he 2 picks early in this round. It might be a 6-2. I mean, if you're Fluid, your mental is probably just a showdown. You guys come in the 2nd seed, going into 7th. You guys drop around like Weiser did right there. And that's going to be GG in favor of Clarity Gaming. The 7th seed coming in to upset and absolutely dominate Fluid GGs in this S&D map. Wow.
I mean, that's just unbelievable win coming on in from Clarity as they end up taking it in a 6-2 fashion. The upset is complete. They move on to the semifinals of this Click Gaming League, but I think we don't really have much time to talk about because we are heading right on in at 5 as Zelix, the number 1 seed, going up against SYG, and right now Zelix, this has gone to the map 5. They are being pushed to the distance, but the man I said earlier who has just been incredible with his routes, it is Manny, who is already 7-0.
I mean, you have a player who's great on routes on S&D. You know it's not going to be a good time, as this guy hasn't died yet in 4 rounds. 4 rounds! Guy is popping off.
And he just found that last kill as well, so I think he ended up... Yeah, he is now 9-0, full streak secured. When you need him the most, the route man is who you look to, and Manny right now is doing it against SYG. SYG, if you need to do it, I know their players Con and Space. They grew up in the S&D world, so I'm expecting good things out of them to potentially find themselves back into this series.
It's possible, but I hate to say it, but I mean, Manny's dominating. This looks like it's gonna be a pretty clean 6-1. Man hasn't died yet. Gonna get a kill streak here as well as Roman gets a pick onto Solidify, and he's 10-0. I mean, this guy is just going insane right now. Looking here up top.
Yeah, and he finds one with that streak as well.
Oh my god, he got a grenade.
And he found a kill with... No, that wasn't even a grenade. That was a concussion. His teammate must have done a lot of damage, as he is 11-0. I would love to see this man get 12, and he will. The body parts fly on off Manny.
God.
12-0, looking to just put a stamp in this series.
I mean, an absolutely flawless performance from him so far on map 5 when the team needed it the most, as Zelix, the number 1 seed, showing why they're like that and why Manny is a great player on this team. The route man is delivering packages and delivering headshots as well. He's just absolutely insane. As we see Sig not having a single player get positive They need to pick up these frags in this last round, or it's going to be a GG. Oh, what a shot. FaZe Manny. That's a godlike in Smite, boys. What a shot from this guy. Hold the angle.
And I love the strat that switched up by Zelix. Manny, he was running a submachine gun, and then he switched out to a sniper to watch that left lane. He won the gunfight, and now space. The series is on the line. You are in a 1v3. You're going to have to get the defuse, and you're going to have to go through Manny on top of it all. And I just don't think he'll be able to get this one, and he will not. Zelix, the #1 seed, I believe. They have just punched their ticket to the grand finals as they take down SYG in the map 5 in a dominated 6-1.
I mean, Manny's the man. 13 and 0. 13 and 0. Are you kidding me? Every person on this team on any game has had a hero, and Manny, you know, the first game we watched wasn't doing the best. This game, 13 and 0. It's just insane the amount of performers we've had here tonight.
Yeah, the guy just, when you needed him to, he turned up. 13 and 0 is literally unheard of. You don't see somebody not dying in an S&D, and the man, I mean, on that last round, pulls out this sniper and basically quick scopes the member of SYG. I mean, credit to them taking that map 4 and pushing it to a map 5, 250, 248. Incredible series. But even in the one before it, it was Clarity taking down Fluid in a 3-2, a big upset, as that's going to go into the semifinals. As we just have so much more Call of Duty action coming your way, and we'll be back after this short break.
Welcome back, guys. Some more Call of Duty action. Jeez, I can't talk today. As you noticed, my boy Giraffe had to leave, but it's just me here now. We're going to continue casting this tournament. It's been such a great, guys. As we have Clarity versus Militia here. Let's see who wins this one. Get right back into the game for you guys. Now, my pick for this game has got to be Clarity. Militia the 3 seed, Clarity the 7 seed. But, Clarity just continues to upstate guys who were placed higher than them. We have, Inisur, Zyro, MP40. MP40 known earlier for popping off, as well as Cole for Militia. Maybe Cheesed. This is pretty much the battle of the giants in my eyes. We see Clarity get 3 nice early picks. And they also get the hard point as well. 9-0 already. MP40 is going to pick on to Blair. Rotating around the backside, contesting in this B site, or the hard point actually. Looking to get a nice angle. 14-0 still. MP40 gets another pick, 2-0. Nice strong start from him as they do actually take the hard point for Militia. It's going to be an interesting game. Clarity is probably my favorite team in the tournament so far, but Militia, have great players as well. Cole, MP40, Zyro, Inisur, all, deserving a spot on this team and in this amateur circuit, and a chance to win this prize pool that we have today. Who's going to pop off for Clarity this time is my question. We've seen every one of them pop off in the last set, against Fluid at GG's. It's still just anyone's game so far as it's 0-0. No really heroes yet in this set, but there's no telling who's going to step out. Maybe Zyro. We haven't really seen Zyro pop off yet today. Maybe it'll be his turn, his time to shine. Is ISO with a pick onto MP40. Cole with a pick onto Blair. Does fall to ISO. As ISO, a nice 3-1 SMG player here for Clarity, kind of popping off early. We see MP40 getting a pick onto Bwin. Cheese pick onto Zyro, getting immediately picked by MP40. Gets a nice double. Does fall Blair. The trades for these teams have been insane, so it's quick combat. But Militia, however, is actually up about 30 points now, as we do see Clarity on the hard point now, 22 to 49. Holding the site very well as Cole gets a pick onto Blair. Cole looking up high and down low. Does fall, however. Contested point. Bwin have to run away from the grenade, though his own, it looks like, as Militia doubling the score of Clarity here early. Bwin holding his gun with the MP40. Holding an angle. Nothing yet. Still defending. Getting a lot of these scrap points, as like we call them here, on this garbage time. Oh, man runs right in front of him. Lucky kill there for Bwin as he gets a nice 2-piece. Love to see that. 3 players down for Militia as Clarity looks to push this point. As Bwin's on a 5-6 now kill streak. Man's just going crazy. 6-3 so far? 7? Maybe he can get 8. Oh, it's low. He's low. Actually, gonna run this angle. Very smart play here. Actually, just go back to the hard point, recontest with his teammates as they're actually up. They're actually up now. Yeah, 55-54 on this first map. Bwin. Man's on an 8 kill streak? Who is this guy? Holding the angle again. Holding his angle nice and close now with Automaton. As we see Zyro 3 and 5 for Militia. He's get the frags as he does get one immediately onto Blair. Holding his angle as well. 75-54. Zyro does get a big pick. 2 picks actually for Militia. She's there to get the nice little crunch time points. The other like 2 or 3 extra points you're gonna get from holding that site for the next few seconds. As MP40 here with the Rat looking to run around on B. Do get our first rotation. I think they really do well. These teams are really well at getting the site ice and early. MP40, that's a nice kill. 7-6. Does get 2 picks actually. Mans is popping off. Does fall, however, to Bwin. 10-4. Just crazy so far. As we see Blair and ISO also with 7 kills. Gets stunned. Does get a nice pick. Does fall. Cheese killing MP40. In my mind, looking at this game early, it was going to be who's going to win, Cheese or MP40. They know 2 heroes of both teams. But I actually kind of been surprised and impressed here by Bwin, who's kind of been quieter, for Clarity in these past few games, but definitely making a case they're going to be the team MVP in this one. As Cheese pushes site into this fall, as Cheese gets a double kill with the grenade before he falls. Bwin with a nice pick onto Cole. 12-6 for this guy so far. Reloading. Nice full clip now to get more frags. As ISO gets a pick on Inisur. 111-69. Clarity almost doubling the score of Militia, but Militia is really good at these first rotations, getting the point nice and early. Where I feel like Clarity is really good at getting the points, later in the round. Like this we've seen so far these past few points is Militia will get the point, 20, 30 points, and Clarity will come up, wipe, and just hold for the majority of the time. As we see a lot of grenades, util being used here from both sides, a lot of kills from those utility, as Cheese does actually blow up with a grenade in his hand. ISO looking to get a kill on to the defending player up top on the right side staircase. Doesn't always there though. Be a little sneaky rat right now, like to call him, looking around. A little bit of a jiggle peek. Don't want to flash through the wall like we're playing Rainbow Six Siege as he gets a pick on to MP4. Cole gets 2 kills, does fall to Buen. Buen 14-8. Man hasn't really been stopped so far, uncontested in this game so far. 120-90 almost. And we see a pretty close game here. I think Militia might lose this one with what they're playing, because it feels like they're getting points nice and early, but I mean, if they can step up and hold the sites longer, when they actually capture the point, it's going to be a pretty solid game for them. They have a chance to win this one as well. Not really telling who's going to win yet. You see Blair with an AR, great AR player. As he gets a pick on to Cole, another pick on to Cole, or into MP40. Inister gets 2 picks as well. Zyro with a nice flank with the pistol. Pushing the site is stunned. 10-13. Looking, holding. Defending does fall as Clarity's up 140-91. A lot of objective time for Boone as well. He's playing the objectives so well. Has a minute 24, the most in the lobby for this team here. A lot of aggression here from both sides. Very close cornered map. Cheese AR God. I mean, just proving the case more why he's a GOAT. MP40 coming around with a nice flank on to Blair as he gets a pick with the MP40. 16-15. Oh my God. Absolutely filthy plays from him coming out here. Man, for as much as this guy claims to hit the MP40, he sure knows how to use it, guys. As he's, nice 3-piece by himself on a 5-kill streak so far. Can keep the streak alive. Does fall to ISO, however, who is now 14-12. Another SMG player who's known for his quick frags. Nice grenade. A0 gets a pick on the Blair as he's stunned, defending this point. Close game, only down 30 points here is Militia. Zyro looking to hold up high. They're still on the point, 20 seconds left on this point. Getting picks left and right. Kind of stepping up here in the second half of this game. Zyro looking up high. Nothing yet. MP40 player's gonna jump to the right. Does get the kill. Shot him right in the hip as his win falls to Zyro's automaton. Blue side, up 10 points here. Blair gets 2 picks, does fall. Zyro looking. Player to his left doesn't know. Does find him, however, as ISO falls to Zyro's MP40. Zyro all over the map. Mans is literally playing Assassin's Creed right now. Is that Ezio? I can't tell anymore. As he does fall to Inister. MP40, 22-17, a great frag. Highest frags in the lobby, actually, for this guy. As Cheese pushes up with the flash grenade. Defending B side. Clarity up, only 11. What a close map. It feels like the entirety of today's games have all been super close, especially on Hardpoint. Which is why it's such a great and fun game mode to cast and to play as well, if you're a Call of Duty fan. As Cheese does fall to the headshot from MP40. Win gets a trade-off for him, though. Zyro, nice close angle. Does slide into a bullet shot by Blair. Inister playing Rainbow Six Siege right now, looks like. Looking at a shot through the wall. As we see a lot more of those scrap points, once again going to the side of Militia. Or, sorry, to Clarity, as Militia gets the point normally first, like they normally do. That's what seems to happen. Clarity gets a lot of the scrap late points. Militia gets the point nice and early. And then Clarity will come up and recapture. Becoming the story of this game so far. Blair getting a shot in the back. Ooh! Filthy! Filthy gunmanship as he actually dies to the grenade from Cheese. I'm sure they're happy about that in the comms, having a good laugh. As we see a lot of players from Militia fall, as Clarity looks to actually separate their lead a little bit higher here, as Cheese kind of pop it off as well. Killing his own teammates just as much as he killing the enemy team, though, as he is currently at 22-16. Win popping off as well as Blair. 25, 20s across the board for everyone in this Gobby. No one's really having a bad game. Inister's not doing the best frag-wise, but it seems like he's making rotations fast for his team, which is really important as well. See Buen going to push on the B side, looking at this guy. Does get the kill and the hard point captured here for Clarity as it's 227, 174. And to me, chat, it looks like it's going to be a Clarity Gaming win on this first map. Does fall. Militia gets the pick. Clarity 235. It looks like it's going to be a game. Can anyone get in there and squeeze their toes onto the point to contest in the last few seconds of this game? And they do. ISO on a 5 killing spree. Gwen looking. It's a pick. Oh, does actually fall to MP40. Never mind. MP40 being the hero this team needs as he does fall. Innister and Cole left alive for this militia side, going against all 4 members of Clarity as they push to the site. Only 4 more points remain for them to win this game. Can they do it as Militia gets the last few touch? Such a close game as Militia actually holds a point 190 to 247. In my eyes, I still think this is a Clarity Gaming W, at least on this first map. But, I mean, it's been such a close game all set as they do get the last few scrap points to win the game. As Clarity Gaming, the number 7 seed, taking out the number 3 seed here in this first map. The absolutely underdogs of the series, just proving everyone wrong, saying they deserve better. I mean, this MP40 for this team just going off. I don't know. It's kind of crazy to see the 7th seed do so well. I mean, Cheesed, Bwin. All right. I mean, we got Cheesed, Bwin, Blair, ISO. All 4 players of this team stepping up and being heroes in own respective maps and rounds. Just proving that as a team, they're great, but as individual players, they're even better. All of them getting, Cheese with 46 kills in 1 round. Gwen, 10 and 4 in S&D map. Just absolutely dominant performance by all these guys. Blair with the AR skills. Just a great performance here from the guys. Can MP40 and his team, Militia, step up and win map 2? Let's find out. Yeah, let's go right to it. So we actually have Insanity versus SYG here, the number 4 seed versus number 6. Let's see how this game is going. We are, let's see here, right into the map. Going right into one. Nice, pretty red gun there. I like that color. Oh, yeah. Likes it a little bit. All right. Let's see who wins this game. Space. Oh, we actually looks like we have a lobby crash. Yep. Game lobby closed here. So we'll be back after some, yeah, I'll take a be right back, guys. Sorry about that. Call of Duty is kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. All right, we are back with some more Call of Duty action as we see Insanity versus Sig. I've seen a lot of them today, but this could change as Cynical is 7-2 in this game so far, being nice out early, fragging out nice and early here for Clarity. Belly 1-4, 1-5, actually not having the best start to this game, as Clarity Gaming is up 1-0 against Militia. So we do see Militia here. I think the names are wrong. MP40, 1-1, as we normally see here. ISO getting 2 picks with SMG, as he's known to do. 4-0. ISO making this his own show here, as it is SND, and Clarity does get the round win as we go 1-0 in favor of them against Militia. ISO, I mean, getting pretty much an ace in CSGO in that first round for Clarity Gaming, as he hits 4 picks by himself, absolutely dominating this entire team. ISO having the bomb as well. Maybe push A, like we have seen in the previous maps. Really easy to get these quick plants on the site as well, as we do see ISO plant the bomb, as Cheese looking at a nice long angle, as he normally does well with these kind of angles here. We saw him get that 46 bomb earlier, as Zyro actually does get ISO. So that is a top frag down for Clarity, as Cole 0-1 here, looking for the nice pick with a rat. 4v3 situation here in favor of Militia. Cole looking to flank this guy with the AR. 2 people here, as he does get the pick on the Blair. Does die, as it's another round win for Clarity. 2-0 so far. Clarity guys, just honestly, just showing up today and just proving that they deserve a spot and deserve a little bit more respect on their name, as they were the 7th seed. Now up 1-0 in the game, 2-0 in the rounds to the 3rd seed after beating the 2 seed. These guys might have a chance to go all the way. Innister 0-2 now. Zyro 1-2. Cole 1-2. MP40 also 1-2. Let's see who's going to step up for this team and maybe get them the round win that they desperately need. Nice 4v4 as he gets stunned by the grenade. Innister with the automaton, looking for a nice angle with his long range gun. Throwing the util. No one there, though, as Cheese does fall to MP40. Cole getting 2 picks. Ooh, what a shot from Blair. But maybe put the words right back into my mouth as he jump shots Cole right there with a nice, beautiful crosshair placement. Holding his angle nice and short. Blair in a 1v3. Maybe can win this. Probably not, though. Let's see. Ooh, does fall. As it's now 1-2. Favor of Clarity. That round goes to Militia. Very clean round there for Militia. Maybe a sign of what the future might hold for this game. Maybe we're going to have a close one here for this second map. Switching sides here. Let's see if this changes the battlefield a little bit as well. Who's going to be the hero? ISO 4-2. Did get that nice 4K in the very first round of the game. Hasn't got a kill yet since. Let's see here. Probably going to be a nice plant onto A. It's such a short distance. What, 40 meters to plant the bomb? I mean, ISO being the guy. Ooh, actually does fall to Innister as Cole gets a pick as well. 4v2 immediately in favor of Militia. Nice early picks there from those guys. Win looking to live. Does slide around like a Sonic man. 2v2. Cheesed and Bwin. Cole looking around. Has an automaton. Does see the player. Does not get a pick, though. Does get some nice poke damage. Let's see if Clarity can clutch this round up. Gonna play slow. They do have to plant the bomb, though, at some point. And, bomb did actually fall right on top of A. So if I'm in a Militia, my plan is probably just to sit on the bomb site and hold, as they do get a nice pick on to Bwin. 3v1. Cheese does fall. 2-2. 2 very, very clean, perfect rounds there almost from Militia as they even this game up on map 2. MP40 with a nice jump shot after parkouring up the building. Switching sides once again. It'll be Militia pushing this time and Clarity defending. Let's see if this team can actually get the plant down. You know, ISO did actually fall last round trying to get the plant down. Maybe Militia could do it a little bit better and get the plant down. It might actually go B. We haven't seen a B push in this set yet. And it looks like that's actually what I get from Zyro. Taking the farther, longer route to get to the other site. Opens the door, ready to get some kills. There's a player close to him. Does see him and gets shot in the back as Clarity gets 2 picks. 2v2 here. Win ISO 1-3, 1-4 now win. ISO 5-3 versus Inisur and MP40. ISO lurking around behind both of them. Doesn't know. Gets one more. Can he clutch this? And he can! What a clutch! Oh my gosh. 3-2. Very close game. I mean, all of these games have been close. There hasn't been really any stops. I think we had 1-3-1 today, but besides that, we've gone on, what, map 5 and 2 or 3 sets that I've seen. Just crazy here, guys. I mean, just such great competition from everyone who came out today. And shout out to all these guys for coming out and playing with in this tournament for Skill Shot. Inisur giving us a nice wave. All right, let's go here. ISO has the bomb. Normally the bomb plants are going to go to A again. Maybe this time he'll get the plant off. Going to play this one a little bit more cautiously, though, as he did get his headshot last time by Blair. Inisur looking to get the grenade kill. Does throw it. Will not land. Does, however, take 28 damage from the enemy AR. As Cheese pushes up. Looking to hold this angle. No, there is a player in the window. Probably shouldn't challenge that. Maybe. Oh, Cheese with the headshot on Inisur. Does get flanked immediately by Zyro, though. As a 3v1 or 3v2, sorry. 3v1 now in favor of Clarity. Very close game, guys. Do you see the plant coming in and out? Cole looking to get a pick. Last guy alive. Can he clutch this up? He's 5-4. Will he be the hero? Only about 30 seconds left in the round. Don't know if he has enough time to be playing the way he's playing now. Playing a little more aggressive now. Does fall. Yeah, racing against the clock. And not only that, but the 3 other players on the enemy side. As it's going to be 3-3. What an absolute headbanger so far. Blair just, you know, beaming that guy shot after shot after shot in the guy's skull. Just great mechanical skill there from Blair. All right, switching the side again. It feels like both these teams are just defending and attacking so well. I mean, I really don't have a favorite yet for this series. I mean, Clarity is probably my favorite team because Cheese is a goated gamer. In the set, we've seen also 7 Seed doing as well they are doing as he gets a first blood. Gets a nice headshot on Inisur. Zyro does fall as well, as now it's a 4v2 in favor of Clarity. This could be the round that they need to take the lead in this game and go up 4-3. MP40 looking around, lurking with the MP40. Sitting here with the candles. They get nice and cozy, waiting for somebody to push in and get shot in the head. You see Cole here and MP40 both, 5-5 and 5-4. Ooh, nice drop shot on from the balcony as they go a clean 4-0 sweep as Clarity goes up 4-3. What a shot. Bro, he manages to jump and still hit his shots. What an absolute gamer, huh? Gaming and aiming cheeses tonight. 7-4. Best KDA in the lobby. Tied with ISO. Buen not doing so hot, but where he's not doing so hot, his team is picking up the slack and absolutely dominating this game. Zyro 2-5 as well. Let's see if he can pick it up as well. Known to be a pretty good flanker, actually, for this Militia side that we've seen today. As he does fall 2-6. Zyro not having the best game of his career. Blair pushing up. Cheese just being cheesy, you know what I'm saying? The man's out here looking like a mac and cheese, delivering Velveeta every time he sees someone. 9-4, best kitty in the lobby. Cheese is just the story of this tournament, honestly. The guy, just 46 kills, 9-4 this game, just dominating. Blair gets a pick on MP40. Bomb planted at A for Clarity. 1v3. Can Cole show up and win this round in a 1v4? Looking now. No one at that angle. Cheese holding the angle very nice and tight. Gonna get the kick, I think. Oh, nice actually flick from Cole. Cole with another nice valiant effort, but wasn't able to do any more than that as it's 5-3 Clarity. What a nice shot from Cole there, huh? As Win just puts the shots in him. 5-3 in favor of Clarity. They also would go up 2-0 in the set if they win this round. This is a best of 5 series here. Militia needs to step it up now or never, especially on the second map. As Zyro takes a bomb this time. Looking to get the bomb plant, at least for his team. Hasn't been the best game for him frag-wise. Is kind of pushed up very far with the bomb. Not sure if that's something you normally do in this game, but probably don't want to be that far pushed up with the bomb. Gonna get the plant off. Has a nice actually cover angle here from the guy low as Blair tries to fall and get him, but does fall. TP40 with a nice off angle. Zyro is looking for a pick as well. Cole with the pick on to Bwin. Cheese gets an absolute nasty wall bang on Cole. 10-5 for this guy. 2v2. Cheese and ISO. 17 and 9 for these guys collectively as a unit. Cheese and ISO against the 6 and 12 collective Militia. So I mean, if you look at the stat sheet, it's pretty clear he's gonna win this one as he does get a nice headshot. Inisur last alive. Can he pull it off? 1v2. This team needs a win. ISO does get him, and that's gonna be a GG as Clarity Gaming wins this 2-0. I mean, honestly, guys, it's just been an absolute show here for Clarity. I mean, they've put on a show tonight. Cheese going crazy, Bwin as well. ISO, even with the SNG plays on the first map we watched. The 7th seed Clarity Gaming just putting on an absolute clinic on how to play Call of Duty Vanguard and just proving that they deserve this money. They want this money, playing out of their minds. This is the league, right? They 7th seed throughout the league, but tonight is their night. They put on the glass slipper and it fit, and they are just putting up and shutting up anyone who thought they were bad at the game. As Cheese 46 kills, 9-4 that game. ISO 7-4. Everyone on Clarity's having their Kodak moment and showing where they shine. In these tournaments today. I kind of expected more from Militia there, but it wasn't happening. It was a close game. It was 3-3. Then Clarity just turned on the Jets and went up 6-3. And we'll be back to you guys. With some more gameplay right after this break. All right, we are back into another exciting set. Whoever wins this game or this series will actually go to the grand finals of this tournament, as Clarity is up 2-0. Militia need to figure out something, or they're going to be packing their bags and heading home after such a long fight, such a long day of Call of Duty, performance from these guys. MP40, being great this whole time. They need to step it up, or they're going to go home. Clarity 2-0. Blair Widoff bragging out as well, like he normally does. Cheese, my favorite player in the game so far, just because of his name and the way he's playing. It does actually fall to MP40 as I talk about him. Does get a pick. We're on control now. 25-25. Both lives for both teams actually pretty similar, as we see MP40 3-1. Innister 0-4. Not the best start. Blair 3-0. Zyro, we 1-1 here. We watch him with the rat. See if we can get a pick here. Cheese 1-2 with the golden gun. Automatan trying to get auto headshots as he's been doing all day. Does fall to MP40 again. MP40 kind of turning it on now, as so is Cole, as these guys are combined 8-1 together. Cole and MP40 for Militia. Win here, 2-2. Kind of a great player as well. Has definitely had his moments in this tournament, as we see him pushing up with MP40. 22-19 in favor of Militia, looking to capture this control point as well. Zyro gets 2 picks. 21-18. Win looking around, lurking, looking for a pick. Does hear some fire around him. Can't find anyone though. Still looking with MP40. As we do see control almost get taken by Clarity. They're on it now as it's 16-19. Clarity down 3 lives to Militia's 19. Cheese getting 2 picks. Buen falls. MP40 4-3. Cheese 3-4. Some util about to be thrown here. Has got a few grenade kills today. This one, however, will not land and get a frag for him. Not the sword we normally hear. MP40 with a grenade as well onto the site. Nice long-range kill. That's a submachine gun, guys. That just, deemed that. Not a broken gun at all. As he goes up to 7-3, MP40. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Doing what he's always done in these past few games for this team. Just top fragging. Just being that guy. 13-10. Kind of a close game here. As Cheese gets 2 pick, does fall to Zyro and Innister, though. As Innister now goes to 3-8. To Blair Widoff's 8-3. As Buen falls. 1 player down for Clarity, looking to get this control. Cole throws a nade. Does not land. Does get some nice poke damage, though, onto the red side. Nice headshot trades here. Cole looking around, looking the flank. Nothing there. 9-5, 9-4. No response left for Clarity. With only Blair and ISO left alive, as ISO is actually 2-10. Not what we see from him normally, as he actually goes 2-11. Having a cold game, it looks like, as Blair is the last one alive. 1 kill for them to win, or to lose, I should say. And that's going to be it, as Alpha wins. Which is Militia. So Militia 1-0 so far in this map. Cole, making it in a Cole world again, as he's 12-3. 13-29 on the damage there. Switching sides. Maybe Clarity do better on this side of the map. You see ISO 2-11, not having a good game, really. Most deaths in the lobby, by far, actually. 3 more than closest member. Innister 3-8. 12-3 from Cole. 9-6 from MP40. Zyro 6-5. Win 5-8. Cheese 5-6. How tall the people are in chat right now. Blair Widoff looking to come around. 2 picks for Clarity. Nice frag. Blair does fall to Cole. Cole with a 13-4. It's just kind of popping off right now, if I do say so myself. Going straight 8 mode, beating his chest and everything on these guys for Clarity. MP40, nice pick. Oh, not a nice nade, though. Does actually hit the railing there. Dude, this guy's awareness and the way he's able to flick to heads is insane. Sees an eyebrow, an eyelash, just twitch, and he's on your head instantly. The reaction time of this guy is insane. Look at the mechanical movement of this guy. The way this guy moves, it's insane. Man's got the moves like a Jagger in a Call of Duty player. Moves like Jagger, shots like Scumpy, this guy. Nice grenade. Does actually get shot in the head from Blair from a weird off angle. 2023. Cheese on a killing spree. Zyro falls. Clarity actually has control of both points right now. It looks like 19-21 in favor of Clarity, but very close game once again. Both these sets have been closed as two players from the red side do fall. Blair looking to get a pick. It does not able to get it, actually. MP40 once again getting 2 picks at 15-8, 14-6 from him to Cole. Just going crazy. Dwayne and ISO from Clarity need to step it up. They're going to lose this game. 4-15, 7-12 from these guys come back like together. That's 11-26, chat. 11-26. Not very good stat line if you ask me. Cole looking up here, top of tie with the pick for the automaton. Switches to the rat for some more movement speed. I push aside. Does get shot in the back but too cheesed. Cheesed. Just kind of doing cheese things. Blair gets a nice headshot on Inister. Inister 6-14. I don't think we've really seen Inister have a pop-off game yet, but hey, we still have another series. It looks like this game might go in favor of Militia as well, with the way Clarity's two players are not performing. Headshots down onto two players from Militia. 13-10 in favor of Clarity. Zyro gets a pick. Bullets whiz past his head as he looks to rotate around. He gets a guy on the flanking behind. Doesn't actually notice him. Should get shot in the back here. No. Doesn't. 1-0 right now on the map for Militia. 7-9. Close game once again. All these games have been close today. Whoever wins this series will have a chance for the $420 prize pool. What a great day to be a skill shot team, huh? These guys are doing great tonight. Thanks to all the teams for coming out and playing the way they are playing. Giving us some great games to watch. As Clarity, the 7th seed, doing insane. No response left for Alpha. As Gwyn hides. Literally, they know where he's at. Mans is a sitting duck. He's playing it pretty well, though. Does get the pick as the guy who rushes him. Only 2 more lives left for Militia. Clarity should have this round in the bag. Zyro, the last person left alive. 1 kill, 6. Can he do it? My money is on no, and that's the truth, as Clarity goes up 2-1. Or actually, sorry. 1-1 is a score here. All right, let's see who wins this game. You definitely need this one to separate yourself, give yourself a nice little 1-0 comfortable lead. The mentality of Clarity has to be at its all-time high. These guys came in not expecting to win much, and all the way have a chance to play for the grand finals now. Militia, the 3 seed, have had a pretty nice bracket as well, actually beating Insanity in their first round, and just impressing as well. Anyone's really game here. Only team we really know that's kind of really dominating this whole series is Zelix, but that's kind of what I expected out of the first seed. MP40 and Zyro getting 2 picks for Clarity. Blair here with the golden gun. Actually, diamond gun. Oh, man, plays a lot of COD, apparently. Oh, what a transfer. Oh, does fall to the sliding taps with the pistol from Cole. Cole having himself a nice game here as well. So is MP40. Cole stepping it up. I think the few times we've seen Cole on this map, he's had a very dominant game. This map is kind of just his, and he plays this map with his AR so well. Able to take these long angles and outgun most players on this map. 25-23 in favor of Militia. Militia is controlling A right now. Does get the first point unlocked at A. Almost the second on B. As we see Cole looking for these nice long angle. Maybe look a little bit more capture points here. Yes, sir. Almost gonna get B. It's close. Might be able to get it. It's literally a tick away. Does fall, however, to Blair with a nice wall bang through the metal tank there. Cheese looking through. Point A secure. 21-18 in favor of Militia. Militia's map control has been pretty solid so far in this 3rd round. 24-13. What a great game from this guy. 25-13, almost doubling his kills once again. MP40 is just a hero for Militia, honestly. Let's be honest. Man is just going crazy. ISO was, what, 3-11? Now he's 13-23, so definitely stepping it up. Mans is having himself a nice little comeback here. Love to see that, turning on the Jets, if you call it in 2K terms. 2 points captured here on B for Militia. MP40 close. It's almost captured all the way. 11 lives left here. Ooh, Alpha win. So it's actually going to be 2-1 Militia. Militia played that very well. MP40 holding that side. Was able to hold B side for a long time, kind of being a meat shield, but not really, taking any damage. Just sitting in that tank, capturing the point, getting a lot of easy picks. Really what you want from someone who's as good as this player is. 2-1 in favor of Militia. We might have ourselves a game 4 here, boys. ISO did pick it up a lot that game. Was 3-11, now 15-23. Let's see if he can continue to be the hero this guy needs. As Blair, 22-14. Blair just an insane AR player, honestly. Just switches ahead so quick. MP40, a great SMG player. Nice little loop-de-loop here inside the tunnel. Does get the nice back shot on it to the enemy player as he gets first blood in the round. Looking to defend this zone A here. Sitting in the corner, he's taking Mono for 2 with a shotgun with a Spaz 12. Win 15-19. Here, let's see what he can do. Does fall to Cole. Cole having himself a good game as well, huh? Cole and MP40 combined 50 kills between 2 teammates. That's pretty solid. 50 and 28 for these guys combined. Just kind of popping off. Inister still kind of struggling. That's kind of been the story of this map, at least for him today. Not doing the best so far. Maybe he can turn it on and kind of frag out, though. Who knows? MP40 kind of fragging out with the MP40. Love to see it. ISO 17-24. A good SMG player as well. Not having the best performance, but definitely working his way up. He went from the bottom of the team to second on the team in just a matter of 1 round, so he's kind of popping off now. Blair Windorf still doing really well. 21-20 in lives when it comes to Militia, in favor of that. As a grenade actually does get a pick onto I Hate the MP40. Win, nice MP40 pick on it to Iniser. Capturing A. Clarity almost able to get it. Super close. Less than a tick left. It's contested. Can they finally got to get it? They do, as Blair. 2 picks to get A secured. What a play from that guy, huh? Stepping up when his team needs it. Blair is being a hero right now. Able to capture that point with a nice 2 picks. All that's left is B. They get B, they can go 2-2. Can they do it? 16-16 has to be very clean. Comms, very clean. Both teams kind of threatening death here as it's 15-15 lives to play for. Clarity kind of has a lead, playing pretty clean. It looks like Clarity might actually take this one, but I'm not sure yet as 2 players do fall. Win and Cheese for Clarity both fall. Cheese throwing some nice util. Blair on a 5-kill streak. Mans is coming out clutch when the team needs it the most. Ooh, nice crosshair places from Cheese right in the chest to the head. He's holding this high angle onto B. Looking to get some shots onto Cole. Does flick immediately. Oh my god. The transfer right there from Cheese was next level, man. Oh my god. Someone get this guy a contract, please. They have to hold the site, though. They have to capture B, or Militia takes it. And that looks like it's going to be another win for Militia. As it's 3-1. And that's going to be 2-1 Militia here. Just raining down on the poor kid. I mean, honestly, just a great performance there from the boys from Militia. You had, MP40 popping off like he has been doing, just showing really great rotations from the control points, defending and capturing very well. Not the best performance you've ever seen from Iniser, was what, 14-30, but still able to get the team the win. So if he picks it up, we could have ourselves a nice set here. It's 1-2 in favor of Clarity right now, but you never know. Let's see what happens. We'll be back right after this break. right, back we are into 2-1 in favor of Clarity. Militia just took the last map. A nice hard point game here. The last hard point we saw between the teams is pretty close as Militia takes a nice 25-10 lead so far on this map on Berlin. Zyro 4-2, Inister 0-2. We talked about Inister a little bit last game, not having the best performance. Maybe he can step it up this game. Needs to definitely keep his team alive in hopes of winning this grand final prize in the next round. Cheese, 2 picks, 3-0. Cheese with a nice 3-piece, even with the pistol, man, is unstoppable. Those natives gets flanked by the right side, does fall to the right side flanker as Inister gets his first pick of the game. Inister looking at head glitch a little bit here, get a nice pick with the crouch as well. As we see Clarity actually getting a lot of the hard point points here, 34-30, close game. Militia getting 30 points as well, 34. Do have ourselves a tie ball game here, folks, as Bwin 5-4, 3 players fall for Clarity as Blair's the last one left alive here. 1-3 for him. Does get the close range pick. 2-3, looking up to get up on top of this van and get a pick. Weird, nice little off angle, and I think he'll get it if he keeps looking. And he does with a nice headshot on his Zyro. Zyro at 5-4 there for Militia. Cole 4-4. Cole, MP40, kind of the carries of the Militia squad, respectively. As we have Blair and Cheesed on Clarity's side, you know, doing well. As well, the 2v2 of those guys pretty much Spencer wins the game. Zyro with a nice headshot on the Bwin. Flanking, looking for the guys. Doesn't see the guy that was right behind the door. Both on site. Does back into some bullets. Shot by ISO as Blair gets 2 picks. Grenade maybe as well. Gonna get a pick as 3 players fall for Militia. 64-48. 67-48. 68-70. 30-point lead so far from Clarity. Militia needs to figure out how to rotate these sites quicker and actually capture them if they want a chance to win this game. In the first game we saw of these guys, we kind of saw that Clarity is a more scrappier team, got a lot of the extra points the last few seconds of the round, and Militia was really good, like right now, for example, at getting to the point fast, holding it for about 20 seconds, and then Clarity would come in and recapture. So I think if Militia can get to defending the hard point down, they're going to win this set pretty easily. If they talked had a nice conversation about that, between the games, they should, be able to pull out and go 2-2 here. Win does fall. MP40, 6-10, pretty uncharacteristic for him as he's actually doing the worst in lobby right now, which is something we don't normally see. Maybe he ran out of gas. We'll have to find out. As Clarity's up 87-72, as Militia does actually have control of the hard point right now. 250 is the score you need to win. Quite a long ways from there, but still already a nail-biter. And of course, guys, the team who wins this game does have a chance to play in the grand finals against our #1 seed, Zelix Esports, to see who takes home that sweet, sweet grand prize of $420. Inister 7-7, stepping up. That's what we needed to see from him, and he does have her fall to Blair, as Blair's 11-8. Man's been popping off this entire game. Looking for a nice pick up high. Ooh, guys, fast out there. Blair does get the pick on it to Zyro. 11-13 from Zyro, having a pretty solid performance. We haven't seen him top frag for Militia yet, but this could be the game that he does. As Blair, just being a little rat in the windows, does get a pick and then falls really as Cheese drops down, headshots Cole. What a beautiful shot from Cheese as he's 11-5 to Blair's 13-9. Wins 11-9. Bro, the Clarity guys are just out fragging Militia at this point. Militia still has a lot of control over the point, though. It's such a close game. Has Cheese with a nice double. Gets a pick through the window. It's actually a headshot. Inister looking to get a pick. Doesn't know the guy at the bottom right. Sneaking his way in. Does get taken down by ISO. MP40 looking to get a nice shot. Does get some poke damage. Not able to get a kill, though, as he is 7-15. 8-15 now. We're going to push this hard point as Militia's up about 30 points right now. Gets 2 picks. MP40 pushing up very nice and strong here with a nice clean flank. Does get 3. Does fall to ISO, however. His ISO is now 11-12. Defending his hard point with his life. 23 seconds left on this hard point before we rotate off. And Clarity is getting a nice separation lead right now on this point. Up 40 points against these guys. So nice sliding and tapping Zyro in the noggin as he's on a 5-player kill streak. What a performance from him so far in this map. MP40 14 and 16, stepping it up. Was having kind of a slow start, but now he's kind of popping off back at the top of his team where he's been all day. Blair 17 and 12. MP40 on a 5-player kill streak. So is ISO. These guys being Goliaths right now for both respective teams. She's a nice headshot onto Inisur. MP40 looking around. 2 players fall. MP40 on a 6-player kill streak now. MP40 playing very clean. Was very negative at the beginning of the game. Nice, even top of his team. And, really taking the team over. Taking the game in his own hands. He does actually fall to Blair, though. As Blair moves up to 19 and 13. She's 17 and 9. Fragging out like per usual for his team. Very clean players. Inisur gets a nice pick on the Bwin. Zyro 14 and 16 with the rat on the hard point. 148-31 in favor of Clarity. Very close game. Militia's probably going to get the capture here, as they do every time. And they're just faster to rotate to the next site. And that's the difference that I think they have, the advantage they have against Clarity. They're always the first ones on the next hard point. And they have to push in. Actually, Clarity has to push in to stop these guys on the hard point. They only have angles set up. So, I mean, if they keep doing this, getting the points fast, they can win this and take the lead like they're about to do right now. But Blair, with 2 picks, clearing the site like it's nothing. Still a player left alive on the hard point, so to keep racking up points, though, as Blair was dinking heads right there. Last player does fall. 1 more player on the hard point. Blair gets a pick. Nice grenade. Vertical grenade does not land as MP40 shoots Blair from about a foot away with the MP40. Stun is MP40 right now. 20 and 19 from him. 3 players on the site does fall as Clarity retakes the hard point with not a lot of time left. That being said, with that 1 point alone, Militia was able to take the lead, but I think Clarity get with a lot of the scrap points they had to pick up. But what, 164, 163? I mean, Militia did a really, really great job on that hard point. Now in the train yard, the hard point is. Let's see if Militia can continue to have the success they had on the last point. ISO getting 2 picks. Blair stunned by a flash grenade. ISO falls. Cole 2 picks. Cole falls. Cheesed. 22 and 12. Just popping off like he's done. Maybe not going to quite get 46 this game, but we definitely know it's in his arsenal to pop off, and that's what he's doing so far in this game. Does fall to a nice jump shot from Zyro. As we see Inisur 14-17 here. The one thing I'm seeing is not only is Zyro 18 and 20, but he also has 2+ minutes on the objective. This guy is sitting on the hard point and not budging an inch, and that's really what I think has given this team the lead. Man's playing the objective so well, with 2.5 almost minutes on the hard point by himself alone. ISO looking to get a flank. New hard point is active. Yeah, it's just what I said earlier. I mean, I'm calling the game, and I see that Militia's getting to the point, and Clarity can't retake it. And that's just what's going to happen. They're so much faster on the rotation. Communications have to be crystal clear to have this kind of performance right now from Militia, and huge props to those guys on that side. Inisur, Zyro, MP40, Cole, all these guys just talking and communicating so well that they need to get to the next point, and that's why they're ahead right now. 29-20. Zyro sneaking up. Laird misses the shot. Actually hits a shot. That wasn't enough to kill the guy, though. Smoke grenades coming out here. 189-97. What a close game here, chat. 30 does get some points. Militia immediately retakes as they're up now 13, 14 points in this round 4 of this set of 5. And 2-1 in favor of Clarity, but this might be a 2-2, looks like, with Militia having a very strong performance here, as they're now up 20. Now remember, chat, 1 point in this game, Militia was down 40 points to Clarity. 40 points. Now they're up almost 30. These guys pulled together when it mattered the most and are dominating this game in the late round. Blair, 32 kills by himself. Man is an absolute mad lad. He's been all day. Does fall, however, to MP40. Win with a nice 2 picks. Oh, does fall to Zyro, as Clarity's able to actually take control of the hard point just for a few seconds. 227, 193. 228, 193. Militia, I think, just wins this game. They're so much faster at getting to these rotations and, you know, getting to the point and holding the point. And it feels like Clarity doesn't have the retake to do so. Unless, you know, ISO comes and gets a few picks, which he's done a few times, but not as well as he has in the other few games before this one. As now, Clarity does have the last hard point on capture for a few seconds. And this only needs 5 more points, and it'll be 2-2. Blair with a nice pick. 247. 248. What a comeback from Militia to go 2-2 in this semi-final series for the Click Gaming Call of Duty League. Wow. Just absolutely great performance from those guys. I mean, MP40 with 31 kills, almost 4K damage. Just doing absolutely insane. I mean, from what I saw, my professional Call of Duty opinion, you know, former player before I tore the ACL in my thumb. I mean, let's be honest. The guys were able to get to the point quicker. They couldn't retake. Clarity couldn't retake, and Militia was able to just hold the site. You know, Zyro with what, 2.5, 3 minutes of objective time. Man was playing the game well. These kids are out playing checkers, and Zyro was playing chess. And we'll see who wins this game 5 right after the break. This is your moment. Come on now. As Cheese gets the first blood, Blair gets another pick as well. Not a good start at all for Militia. We do see Blair fall, his first death of the game. Win 3-0. 2v1 Alpha side. Militia actually able to come back and actually maybe win this round. MP40 4-2, has 2 picks this round by himself. Does get the bomb plant as well as Zaro gets the plant. Not sure what's happening. Oh. Nice camera angle there. Very, very quiet. They're making no noise and it confused my brain because it's a loud game. They're just hiding there. Man's actually got jump scared like I did in my casting seat. It's now 2-1. David Clarity Militia gets that last round win. Man, we're just sitting there waiting for the prey to come in. These predators absolutely dominated him with the bullets into his brain. Switching sides now. Blair having a nice performance, does fall that round, having his first death. ISO still 0-3. Not quite able to get the lid off the basket yet. Maybe this will be his round. Maybe get a nice 4K and shut me up. ISO, normally the bomb planter for Clarity, able to get the bomb nice off, planted nice and early. He's very good at that. Gonna go run right to A site as we see Blair going for a nice long aim as well on top of this tank. Wayne gets a pick on an MP40. The top frag consistently from Militia. Not a good loss you want to see there as ISO does get the bomb plant. ISO and his team up 4-2 when it comes to lives. Zyro gets a pick as well. Cole and Inisur not having the best game as Inisur gets a nice headshot on ISO. 2v2. 7-2 versus 5-5 actually. Ooh, what a shot. Defusing. Oh my god. Cheese is so good at this game. Get that man a contract. He has been on fire all day. 5-1. Look at the accuracy. Look at the crosshair placement. This guy just cannot be stopped. Who's gonna stop this Superman? Who? Well, we haven't found him yet, as we see ISO now 0-4. Still no kills in this game. Needs to step it up if he wants to keep this team's dream alive of going to the grand finals. Inisur has the bomb. 1-4 this game. Cole 0-4 as well. Getting the nice plant down. Nice early plant here onto the A side. And before he gets a pick onto Bren. 2v4. Militia picking up the pace a little bit. Playing at their own pace now. And before he gets another pick. 1v3 in favor of Cheese. Can Cheese clutch this? 6-1 Cheese here trying to defuse the bomb site plant on A. Also have to eliminate 3 players in less than 30 seconds. This could be the game, and it's not, as it goes 2-3. Militia, very nice, clean round. Very fast, aggressive. Got the plant down, held angles. Just a solid round from those guys. Cole 0-5, man. Got to figure something out here, man. Maybe try a different gun, a different strategy. Maybe check the batteries on your controller or something. I don't know. MP40 here now 7-3. Cheese 6-2. Blair 5-3. ISO as well. ISO and Cole both not having the best game as Cole unfortunately goes down 0-6. And you hate to see a player of this caliber, have such a bad game, but it does happen. And Cole's a great player, great at SMG. We saw him frag out a few times on the same map. But this map is just not his, and it's just being evident here as he's 0-6. ISO actually gets his lid off the basket, gets a headshot onto Zyro. Inisur 2-4. Was 0-4, has been playing a lot better these last few rounds. ISO. The sensitivity is too. I don't even know what the hell's happening anymore. Blair gets a pick with a headshot in Inisur. MP40 2v1 against Cheese and Blair. 1v1. Cheesed once again, winning the round in a clutch situation for Clarity Gaming. Only 2 more round wins needed for Clarity to take this team and their talents to the grand finals of this tournament. Switching sides here. Cole 0-6, man. Come on, you got come on. This is your shot. This is the moment, Eminem style. You know what I'm saying? Mom spaghetti. You got to pick it up, or it's now or never, man. You got to get something here. Let's see if you get a nice pick here, Inisur. 3-5. Had a rough start as well. Actually doing pretty solid now as he does fall. 3-6 to Blair. MP40 9-4 with the pick on to Bren. Cheese 7-2. The clutch player. MP40 has a bomb. Cheese holding a weird angle with the window. MP40 with a nice plant. Has no idea that Blair's right outside the door. They're so close. No one knows. Nice flank and plant from MP40. What a great play. As ISO, last alive, does fall. As it's 3-4 now in Militia. What a close set between both of these games. Militia having to defeat Insanity to get here. Clarity defeating Fluid to get here. Honestly, just such a great set from everyone here. You know, we've had great performances from different guys. You know, Clarity's entire team is 6-1ing the second seed in an S&D map. These guys are so dominant, and you know they might have their match with the Militia here in a 3v4 set. MP40 also had a great game, second today with highest frags. Had 36 to Jesus 46. Is this Rainbow Six Siege? You can see through the window. Oh, what an angle, Inisur. Game knowledge out of this world. Holding his angle with the MP40. Holding a nice high angle. Kind of low, actually, expecting kind of a slide shot. Cole, 2-6 now, able to get the lid off the basket and pick it up for his team. Zyro 6-4 this game. ISO 1-8, still struggling. Game's not over yet, but if he keeps playing like this, it might be. Win with a pistol kill onto MP40, not what Militia needs. They need to keep MP40 alive. Cheesed has a bomb, 2v2 situation. Cheesed 8-3 against Zyro 6-4 in a 2v1. Zyro 6-4 here with MP40. 29 bullets left in the clip. Can he use them to good effect here? Checking the angles, gets one pick, 1v1, does immediately get traded as it's now 5-3. Clarity. One more round, and Clarity can go to the grand finals from 0 to hero. The 7th seed team undefeated today if they win this round. 2-2. What a great set. What a great day it's been for everyone here, honestly. There hasn't been a set that's been completely stompy-dompy yet, and this, the story just continues today. Like, these guys, so close. Even with ISO 1-8, Clarity's guys are just playing so well as a unit. You know, ISO might be 1-8, but if you look, every time they're attacking, ISO gets the plant down within the first 10 seconds of the round. KD might not matter that much when ISO's getting the plant down that fast and, you know, just being a good bait for his teammates who are better at fragging. Zyro 7-5. Jeez, on top of these tanks, man. This guy likes tanks, huh? Two v2. Cheese and Blair. Last players alive for Clarity against Inisur and Cole. Inisur and Cole traditionally today have been the bottom frags for Militia. Maybe they can step it up when the team needs the most. As Cheese gets one. 1v1. Cheese versus Cole. Grenade out here. 9-4 Cheese. 5-7 Cole. Get behind. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Cheesed wins Clarity Gaming this map 3-2 in favor of Clarity. What a performance from Cheesed, Blair, ISO and the rest of the boys on that side as the 7th seed now goes to the grand finals in this Skillshot League playoffs. Great set today from everybody. If we look at the bracket here, chat, look at the bracket. We have Clarity beats Fluid, the number 2 seed, the number 3 seed. Now has a chance to play against the number 1 seed, Zilix. But that's going to be it for us today here. For me, my name is Call Me Brutal. Hope you guys enjoy the stream and hope you guys have a great night. And as always, keep your stick on the ice.